very soon. We have a turn order. It goes from Hank to Boss to Space to More to Chance to Glitch back to me. When it is on your turn, you will nominate one of these games for the corresponding rank of your turn, alright? So, since we're on number 37 right here, which is, as for example, that would be Boss's turn, alright? Boss will then choose one of these games on this list. So, for example, he could go, how about Roller Drome, played by me? And then, or he can ask me, Hank, tell me about Roller Drome since I play that. And then I'll be like, well, I think Roller Drome belongs on that tier. Or I could start arguing with him, and like, nah, I think it deserves to go higher. And then the point of the matter is that he has to convince at least half of us for Roller Drum to get onto the rank of 37, right? Not just whoever played it. Even their consideration matters, but well, I don't know. We did this last time for reasons I don't remember, but it worked out. So whatever.
I think I get the general gist.
And then also, just for clarity's sake, if you go like I don't care, I'm neutral, whatever, that counts as a yes, just to keep things going. All right.
Okay.
Sure.
And one very important thing, if you don't mind interjecting for a second, Hank.
All right.
Once a ranking is on, it is on. It does not change afterwards.
That is true. There is no take backsies here.
We are going to end this being full of regret, and that's the fun of it.
Take-backsies are punishable by death.
Also, if we disagree with the person's choice, then we can argue our choice, right? Like, let's say we're talking about Game of the Year, and I think that Halo Infinite deserved number 1, and it's not already on there. Then we'll be arguing between that within the last few 3, because we'll only have so many choices at that point. Because again, no take backsies.
Right, but that only really matters at the very end, though.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, because that's where it's gonna get weird. Anyway, I think we've all got it. Anyone have any questions?
I just want to bring up the Piss Baby Hall of Shame real quick.
Oh hell yeah, absolutely.
All right, basically, things are going to get heated. We're going to have arguments. There's going to be yelling. A couple of swears will be thrown. I get this. This is inevitable. This is part of the process. But I want some amount of decorum here. So, if anything gets too out of hand, and that me or my deputy boss notices, that person will receive an X. Once you get 3 X's, you will be removed from the call, and all of your future contributions null and voided. Alright, so just be nice is essentially all I'm asking here for.
I'm going for the world record this time.
Alright. So, without further ado, let me now go down all the games. We have, starting from the top alphabetically, Among Us VR, nominated by Boss. Azure Striker Gunvolt 3 from Glitch. Babylon's Fall, Space. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 2022 edition from Boss and Glitch. Citizen Sleeper from Boss and Glitch. Cult of the Lamb from Hank and Glitch. Cyberfuck 2069 aka Cyber Pussy from Mord. DNF Duel, Hank and Glitch. Dragon Ball The Breakers, Glitch. Dying Light 2, Mord. Dynasty Warriors 9 Empires Edition, Glitch. Elden Ring. Elden Ring, Hank, Mord, and Glitch. Endoparasitic, Hank. Gundam Evolution, Hank, Chance, and Glitch. Gungrave Gore, Hank and Glitch. Gunvolt Chronicles Luminous Avenger IX2, Glitch. Halo Infinite, Hank, Space, Mord, Chance, and Glitch. Hard Space Shipplate Breaker, Mord. Holocure, Hank. Horizon Forbidden West, Space. Iron Lung, Boss. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, All-Star Battle, R. Chance and Glitch. Actually, it's too late to edit this list, but this shouldn't be here because it's just a re-release. But too late.
No. We had an exact conversation about this because I told you they completely changed the mechanics.
Okay.
Yeah, complete mechanic overhaul.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. The King of Fighters 15, Hank and Boss. Metal Hellsinger, Hank and Boss. Multiverses, Hank, Chance and Glitch. Neon White, Hank, Boss, Mord, and Glitch. Nobody Wants to Save the World, Boss. Overwatch 2, Boss in Space. Pentiment, Hank and Boss. Pokemon Legends Arceus, Space. Proteus, Hank. Resident Evil Reverse, Space. Roller Drum, Hank. Rumbleverse, Glitch. Scorn, Hank. Sifu,
Scorn.
Hank, Boss, Space, Mord, Chance, and Glitch. That's the whole whammy right there.
Wow.
Signalis, Hank, Chance, and Glitch. Sonic Frontiers, Chance and Glitch. Space, Warlord Organ Trading Simulator, Glitch. Splatoon 3, Hank, Mord, Chance, and Glitch. Stacklands, Boss. Stranger of Paradise, Final Fantasy Origins, Hank and Chance.
I
The
had
Sand-
that one in there too, I swear to God. Sorry.
The Stanley Parable, Ultra Deluxe, Boss. Stray, Boss and Glitch. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge, Hank. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Extraction, Space and Glitch. Total War, Warhammer 3, Hank. Vampire Survivors, Hank. Warhammer 40k, Darktide, Hank. And You Suck at Parking, Boss. Alright. We're just gonna begin, alright?
Wait, do we have exactly 50 games?
We have exactly 50 games. Thank you for noticing.
Alrighty, let's go.
Alright. For the sacrificial 50th the worst game of 2022, I am nominating Space. Tell me about Babylon's Fall.
Well, okay. I've said this before. When you look at the worst game of the year, you need to start looking objectively, and I'm not joking. So, when it comes to a game being objectively good or bad, the only thing that makes it objectively bad is that you cannot play it. All the rest is subjective, right? The only thing it needs is to be able to play it.
And guess what? You can't play in 2 months' time.
And Babylon's Fall, in 2 months, you will not be able to play it anymore. You will put in the disc and nothing will happen. So,
Really?
I mean, it's shutting down. You can't play the game at all. It'll just go to the main menu and that's it. So, I mean, it doesn't get any worse than that, right? You literally cannot play the game. So.
Okay, but that's next year. That's in 2 months.
But it's gonna be like that either way. Like, you can't just ignore. There's literally a countdown timer in the game telling you when you're not going to be able to play it anymore.
Yeah, but during this year you can play it. So it is a game for the rest of this year.
Yeah,
even
but, like,
if...
I can see where he's coming from. Like, if they're treating it like a live service, why shouldn't we also treat it like a live service?
Exactly. Like,
even if we're going by that and we're just looking at it this year, it is still just a piece of fucking shit. It's so bad. The graphics look like they're straight out of the fucking PS3. The loot system is absolute garbage. Okay, so you can only get better loot based on the gear level that you already have. So if you like the loot that you have, you will only get loot of that level. So you need to always be giving yourself the next best loot that you get so you can get better loot. So none of the stats ever matter. You just look at the big number at the top and you pick that. Total brain dead. Combat is garbage. It's based entirely around having 4 people. So, you know, if you only have one person, maybe because nobody's playing the game because it's garbage, you're going to be grinding against literally a single monster, just slamming your sword into it for like fucking 15 minutes. And that's like the basic bitch monsters. And I'm not exaggerating because I did do a raid that was just me, just to try it. Awful. There's no balancing. There's barely any knockback for the
Don't hold up.
For the enemies. Like, if you slash your sword against the enemy, they don't react. Same thing happens to your character, except for like really big attacks. Almost all of the assets are taken straight up from Final Fantasy XIV, and though I haven't played that game, I've been playing Babylon's Fall with people who have, and they say it's literally wholesale, nothing changed. Just literally plucked from Final Fantasy XIV and put into this game. It is so bad, and then, objectively, you cannot play it. There is no redeeming qualities. Nothing is good.
Why the fuck did you insist on playing it then?
Because it's shutting down.
Okay, but why? Like, if it was going to shut down, and you knew this, why even start? What happens if you...
games.
Okay, but what happens if you don't get, like, the fucking platinum before it shuts down? Then you're gonna have to live with that.
This is a different topic altogether, I feel like.
That's on me. I'm just looking at the game in general. It's shit. Doesn't deserve any praise whatsoever.
Okay. Those arguments are all fine. I was just saying, does it belong on this list when, like, well, maybe not on the list, but the qualifier, you can't play it, shouldn't be considered, because we can play it this year.
I think
Modern Warfare 2 is going to shut down at some point, but we can play it this year.
See, I think that's wrong, because the difference between those two is that Babylon's Fall announced this year that it's, like, in a few fucking months that it's going to be out. The fact that, like, so fucking close, the fact that it released this year and it's the start of next year, it's just being fucking taken down. Yeah, that's something we should criticize it for. Because
sorry,
I
just
want to say real quick, just like even if the news of it shutting down wasn't actually happening, like I would still probably nominate it like for the worst game of this year just off like the quality I've seen of it.
Yeah, Chance, here's the difference, too, between, yes, Modern Warfare 2 will shut down at some point, Halo Infinite will shut down, all of these games, they're online, will shut down, but at least you can still do something in the game. You can play the campaign. Babylon's Fall, you literally cannot do anything. You just go to the main menu, and it'll tell you it can't connect to the internet, and that's it. There's no redeeming qualities. I cannot think of a worse possible game from this year. In fact, really, I can't think of a worst possible game in general. And I played fucking Leisure Suit Larry box office bust this year.
Yeah, I wasn't contesting its placement on this list. I was contesting its placement based on that fucking criteria.
And that's fair.
I think we're all in agreement that this game fucking sucks.
Alrighty.
Is this the one that
objectively the worst?
Yes.
Is this the one that came out at like a $70, $80 price tag?
It was a fully priced game. Babylon's Fall still. I'm just explaining why it's terrible. I've already talked to you about this, so you already know.
I was gonna say that's why I wasn't worried about getting up to go grab dinner when that was yelled for.
Yeah,
so
there was.
That's all I got on Babylon's Fall. If that doesn't convince you that this is the worst game of the year, I don't even know what will.
Yeah, I'm down for it.
Oh, and this is a fun fact. Convinced. I told Baker about it. It literally has asset reuse from FF14, so the graphics...
We went on about that for a whole 5 minutes.
Yeah, I brought it up. It's literally wholesale taken. Nothing changed.
All right.
Anyway,
So, alright, there we go. Boss, it's now your turn to nominate the 49th best game of the year.
Also known as the second worst game of the year.
You could say that also.
Yeah, so I would like to nominate Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 2022.
Really?
This game... So, here's the thing. First of all, just for the record, just context. Didn't buy it. Got it for free. Still wish I could refund it. It is so fucking dog shit. I'm with Space on the fact that like I don't dislike Twitch shooters as much as he does. Like I'm more lenient on them, Like I can like play one and like just like listen to music and just chill, right? Just play deathmatch or something. This game is so dog shit. First of all, it doesn't run. If you want a criteria for a game, this game couldn't run. It actually broke NVIDIA drivers that came out, and you had to fucking go back and get older ones. This game cannot run at all. It is so badly optimized, and even then, the gameplay is so fucking dog shit and hasn't changed in like a decade and a half. It's fucking insane, dude. It's so bad.
May I counter with a question?
All right.
When did you play it? On launch? Because on launch it was dog shit.
I played it a couple weeks after launch, and the latest I played it was a few weeks back.
Okay. I ask because I actually feel the opposite way. I don't have it on PC, so I can't speak for those issues. But like, yeah, the gameplay hasn't changed, but some of the new modes they added feel like a breath of fresh air. Like DMZ, me and Chance and Spencer have been on like hell, and it is fun as fuck. I only have the free to play, so I cannot speak for campaign or like team deathmatch and shit. I'm sure that's still just as full of sweats, but I think it deserves a little higher up the list. Given you did have some issues running it, but no one else I know that plays on PC has had any issues.
Let me say, Glitch, then, if you think it deserves higher, what would be your recommendation?
Okay, the joke, obvious, funny answer is fucking Cyberfuck 2069, but like... honestly,
wait, okay.
I said the obvious joke answer to put there. Honestly,
yeah, but okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. No, go ahead. I'm done interrupting.
I would honestly... I don't know, maybe...
See, here's where I see it, Glitch.
Go ahead, I'm listening, I'm open to...
Yeah. My problem is not only is a lot of the modes, which I've tried pretty much all of them, just shit. Just they're really fucking unbalanced and a lot of the time not fun to play. And the map selection, garbage. UI is unreadable as always. And then the caveat that I got a brand new PC I've upgraded everything, and this game does not run months after it came out is insane.
That is so weird.
And it's not just me. This game, it just isn't optimized at all.
It's so weird because everybody I know that plays it on... I'm not arguing with you, I'm just noting the weirdness of this. Like, everybody I know that plays it on PC, it runs fine for.
I don't know what to tell you. I just know...
No, I'm not arguing. Yeah. I'm just like, wow, that's weird. Like,
yeah. And just the experience I had, like, with the game, even just gameplay, when I could get it to run at a stable frame rate and not crash, because it still crashes often. Like, the servers themselves, they have issues. There was many games, like, I played like a month back, where I went in with a few friends to play Warzone. The server so many times just wouldn't work, and I would ask them, hey, what the fuck is going on? Like, oh, this just happens like once every day. Like, that's just not a good game. It's so bad. That's my experience with it.
I guess we've just had like, yeah, I was gonna say I can get that. I guess we've had like kind of opposite experiences with it. But then again, I'm also playing on console, so...
Mm-hmm. You gotta think as well, the people that you're thinking about that play on PC, are they using NVIDIA cards or AMD or
I don't know I was gonna say, I do not know specifically. Somebody could fucking ask Spencer what he's using, but that's not too relevant here.
Well, yeah, it's not super relevant. It's just like, something to take into account, because was an issue with the NVIDIA cards specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah, which... that is odd.
And again, even if it did run, when it did run, playing the game was just like playing the normal the fucking game modes. The maps I cannot believe are so bad. Like, they're so absolute garbage. Like,
I mean, to be fair, the only thing I've gotten my hands on, because again I can't play the like normal game modes, is DMZ and Warzone.
Yeah,
which have one giant fuck off huge map, and I thought that was decent, so I can't speak at that point. Yeah.
Are the maps not just like
MW2 maps again?
Yeah, well, I guess not all of them would be, but like I feel like
I know of one infamous map for it, if I can pull it up real quick.
Yeah, no, go
ahead. Is it Boss, what's the one on like the highway called with all the cars?
Oh, that map's dog shit. I don't remember its name, but
Car map.
it's so
Yeah.
bad. This map sucks so
All
bad.
these cars are explosive. So
What?
Yeah, they
All
are.
of-
Yeah, they are.
So you can see all of them here
Holy
on this little
shit,
rectangle.
yeah.
So if you
All
like,
of it.
and like if one detonates, it just causes a chain reaction for the rest of the
That
map.
is so.
Can you look up Modern Warfare 2 race car map?
Oh look, no, there it is, Crown Raceway, right there.
Let me get like a
Yeah,
proper,
Crown
like,
Raceway.
top down.
This
view,
is
so.
the polar
Yeah.
opposite. This map is so fucking big that
Yeah, no.
there,
Yeah.
5 points.
there is no cover anywhere. The whole map
No.
is too fucking big, so it doesn't matter. You will get shot from everywhere. And this is every map. Every map is so fucking bad. It came to a point when me and my friends wanted to play this game, because one of the few games we share, there's like 9 fucking playable modes, right? That you can play. And they're all so bad, especially with these maps, that we always had like 1 or 2. And even then, we were praying we were gonna get a good map. And most of the time we'd get this shit. It's
Man.
insane that for a fucking for a release like this to be so fucking glitchy and to have such fucking terrible like selection and everything, you know?
You know, I can agree with that. Like, yeah, they really must have leaned hard into the like Warzone and DMZ shit then, because that shit's polished as hell and works great.
Yeah.
That doesn't
Like-
surprise me. I mean, Warzone
Yeah,
is their bigger moneymaker right now.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I was gonna say, I'm
Free-to-play
knowing,
content
you know,
farm.
Knowing what Boss has said now, I kind of want to retract my disagreeal, because I was unaware that it was that shit for like the people who had the multiplayer.
Yeah.
So then, can I get like? So are you ready for like a final vote then?
Yeah, I'm for it. Fuck it.
I'm for it. Go for it.
Yeah, alright.
All right.
At least 4.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'll say that if we're considering the entire, like the whole enchilada, not just the Warzone component, chalk
Yeah.
me up for that too.
All right. Space, it's your turn for the 48th best game of the year.
All right, I'm tempted to put Reverse because that was a load of shit, but I already know there's something worse on here. Mord, why don't we talk about Cyberfuck 2016?
Is anyone going to argue about Cyberfuck 2069? Do we have to
Do I
talk about
do I really need to? It's it's a shitty Unity Store asset flip that has like the bare minimum animated fucking that shit that it's advertising on the store page like it's there for like complete the level, get the cutscene. It's not, and it's just I don't need to fucking go into depth about
No,
it.
I think that's.
I've already
I
spent
saw a
more
full
time.
playthrough.
Yeah, we
I've already
could
spent
go
more
ahead.
time bitching about it than the devs did building the fucking thing. So just put it in 48.
Call of Duty Modern
Yeah.
Warfare 2? Literally worse than Cyberfuck 2069.
Yeah, because at least Cyberfuck had titties.
That's
Alright.
fair. That's true.
Mord,
Like,
Oh man.
for the 47th best game of the year, what will you nominate? Also, just tell me if you need me to scroll down to see the full list.
Hank,
Yes.
you're making it very
on.
easy for
I
me
mean-
later in the video to like find out for the timestamps when each game is fucking. And now for the 47th game of the year.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah, can I get you to scroll down a little bit
Oh, yeah.
so I can see like the full
Enchilada.
enchilada? Man,
You
See,
can
the
ask
fucking-
people about games you don't know.
yeah, like the issue is like I don't really. You know what? I'm gonna phone a friend. Glitch. What's your like?
can he do that?
I mean, he can ask. I mean, he can just, in general, ask for recommendations. It's up
Yeah.
to him to
Yeah,
just
you
take
can
a
in
look.
general-
I'm not asking for an answer. I'm just asking for like, your opinion. What's the shittiest?
47th?
Like you
Okay,
can,
you know what? Actually, no. Thinking about it, I'm sorry, but fucking Overwatch 2.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah, all right.
Alright, cool.
I don't
I'm
even
down with
need
that.
All right.
I like how nobody argued.
Well, fucking yeah. No one needs to. Every fucking argument
Monetization
about it
system
is. already been
It's
made.
so bad.
That's-
Yeah.
Honestly, like I'm just happy that man Cyberfuck got robbed. Really, I mean,
Did it?
Did it?
Did it?
Honestly, I would rather put Cyberfuck above Overwatch 2, but the decision is final. We're
it's
not
final.
going back.
They're all final.
That's being said now. Chance, for
This
the
is now
46th best game of the year, what will you nominate?
Give me just a moment to zoom in.
Also, again,
Have a recommendation if you are unsure yourself.
yeah,
but
reminding
that's just
everyone
me.
you can always like give your own recommendations to the people talking.
I'd rather have them say first, like they want a
Sure,
recommendation.
sure,
so
yeah.
we're not like all blurting out shit, but yeah.
Honestly, I think I'm gonna have to put Multiverses there because
That bad, huh?
no, but it hyped itself up as like the new Smash and basically just Warner Brothers Warner Smash Brothers, but
Whoops.
it really just felt kind of underwhelming. I mean, consider the fact that we all played it maybe twice.
Well, what if I may?
Go ahead.
What I'll say about multiverses is that I don't disagree with like its placing for being low on here. I just want to say that the reason why I'm like so disappointed in it is mostly due to the monetization system of it. The
Oh
sort
yeah,
of, like,
that was a big part of it.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
the battle pass system in it is one of the worst I've seen. Like, you quite literally have to do every single challenge, every single daily challenge and weekly challenge in order to even have a chance of getting to even near the top. Not even like completing it, just getting somewhat close to it. You have to rely on the match experience also. And
Oh, yeah.
with it, and the besides that, the currency grind to unlocking new characters is also just really a big chore to do. It's not matches on their own are not rewarding, and the challenges themselves often have you play in just counterproductive ways that de-incentivize really doing your best or winning, such as like having to eliminate opponents from a certain side of the stage instead of like just eliminating them in general. Like it's just
Yeah.
it just was a game that seemed to put like the sort of business first, and also if I can get more philosophical for moments, I kind of think the game is just kind of gross in its idealism. Not idealism. What am I trying to format here?
Personification of
On a conceptual level.
Yeah, I guess. Like unlike Smash, which is sort of like a I want to merely call it a celebration of gaming. I think that's a little too much to say for Smash, but like I feel like it's less of a commercial than Multiverses quite obviously is. You know, there's
Yeah, it's
lots
like
of collaboration that goes into Smash, while Multiverses is just there to advertise all the properties that Warner Brothers owns.
yeah, like most of the vast majority of the characters in Smash are made by Nintendo. Like a bunch of people who made the game sat down and also created these characters. And the ones that they didn't are like just brought in from other places. It's not like Nintendo bought Square Enix to put Cloud in the game, right?
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. Whereas Multiverses, it's like, look at all of these things we bought.
It's quite literally Space Jam 2, the game, because they have LeBron James in there.
I can see where you're coming from there. And then Chance, it sounds like you're saying that even then it wasn't really all that fun to begin with. Like it was fine, but not
Yeah.
great.
Actually,
I would agree with
That's-
that. Like,
that's
I
actually-
thought it felt stiff.
That's actually my one disagreement. I actually kind of like on a like a match to match basis. I actually kind of prefer this over Smash Brothers, but it's
Yeah, I had
everything
fun
else
with
just
it.
confirms it. Yeah.
I definitely had fun with it, but I feel like even if the monetization wasn't an issue, it didn't have enough to keep me.
Pretty fair. I can agree with that based on what you guys have said. I haven't played it, but it didn't look all that fun to me either.
All right. Multiverse is at 46. I am bad at clicking. There we go. Alright, Glitch. For the 45th best game of the year, what is your nominee?
Give me a second. I'm browsing the list.
Also, remember, you can, if you're curious about a game that you haven't maybe heard of or you want to know someone's opinion on it, you can just ask. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I was browsing through my options before.
yeah, no, I'm just letting you know your
Yeah.
options.
I do actually have a question, boss, because I don't know anything about it. I've just seen it. The hell even is you suck at parking.
Okay, so
I don't know anything about it, so I don't want to unfairly throw it up there.
Yeah, it's just a cute little fucking. It's both a party game and a puzzle game at the same time. Where it's like a top down game where you all control the cars, like either online or single player. And there's a bunch of parking spots that you can like get to, and you're yeah get a screenshot, yeah.
It's like one of those old those like board games even that had that same idea, right?
Oh my god! You know those little like tiny RC cars?
Yeah.
That's
It's
what it
basically
reminds
Micro
me of.
machines.
Okay.
So yeah,
Like, okay.
there's multiple parking spots per level, and you're supposed to like get as many as you can within a time limit. It's pretty fun. I mean, it's really lacking in some aspects, but I wouldn't put it this low. I'm gonna put it a bit higher, but
No, that's fair. That's why I was asking, because I'd not even heard of it. So
Yeah,
I wanted
yeah,
to at
yeah.
least, like, in that case, because the rest of these I kind of at least know a little about, I'll go ahead and put one of my own up down this low, Luminous Avenger IX2.
Explain.
I would like to put it there because it's honestly probably the weakest Gunvolt game. Like, genuinely, and that's kind of surprising considering it came out this year. But, like, they try to lean way too hard away from what made the first one and that character's gameplay in the other games he's playable in fun, which in the first one and in Gunvolt 2, where he's playable, the whole thing is he's very air focused. You jump and dodge around, and when you dodge into an enemy, it puts a tracker on him, and then you can just full auto your gun with homing bullets or your abilities or whatever. In the sequel, they try to lean into a really melee-heavy build and restrict your mobility a lot, and just make him feel a lot heavier, and it feels very video game-y in its like showing of things too. Like in the rest of the series, you have a reason to be where you're at. In this one, it's literally you've been fucking isekai'd into a different timeline where shit went wrong. Climb this tower full of weird robots and fight your way to the top and figure out what's going on. Like, it's not as good as the others.
Alright. Any objections?
Nah.
Alright.
Also,
I guess.
Just a
Couldn't really
final
say.
side note on it. Not to like move it or anything, you can go ahead and place it. Just to note, like, it has an over-reliance on, in my opinion, on, like, the classic Mega Man style platformer instant death traps.
Mhm.
And expects you to be able to do mobility like the previous games without you being able to do that mobility.
I see.
It was just not overall great.
Alright. For number 44, it's back to me. Glitch, I know the base release of this game was dog shit, right?
Go right ahead.
So how does Dynasty Warriors 9 Empires improve it at all?
A little. Most of the fun is still with the Empires version comes from, like, the Empires mode where you make, whatever characters you want to make in the creator. They fix a few of the really buggy issues, not all of them though, and they kind of clean up the weird shit they added.
Do all the characters like have the same moveset, like just from Like weapon to weapon.
I kinda still. It's kind of the problem. They fixed it a little, but like not enough. 8's still superior.
Alright.
Yeah.
So you're fine with it being number
Yeah,
2?
I would not argue. I
Okay.
almost put it earlier in my fucking, I almost put it where fucking Gunvolt is, so like...
Alright.
Like...
Easy choice then.
Oh, yeah.
Boss. The 43rd best game of the year.
Honestly, I should have nominated this before. I feel bad this being so much harder than it is. I feel the regret already of this fucking list, Hank. Alright, this is a game only I played this year. Nobody Wants to Save the World.
How is that?
This... Okay.
Well, it's number 43.
This...
Honestly, we're out of the fucking bottom 5, so anything past that point
This
alright.
game is the most generic game I have played in my entire life. Okay, so its whole gimmick is you can shapeshift into characters, and each character has a buttload of quests you can do, and the more you do, you can shapeshift into more. The gameplay is atrocious. Just it tries to be like Link to the Past, kinda, but the controls are so bad, both on keyboard and controller. I tried both. They were both shit.
Looks like visual noise.
Yeah.
It doesn't look that bad. I mean, there's a lot, but like if they tone down some of the shit on screen, it wouldn't look too terrible.
And
now imagine that with the attack effects on it top, and there we go. Yeah.
And even then, with the gameplay, like, I think I kinda get, because there's online multiplayer, I think what they're trying to get is like kinda like, I don't, like, single player MMO style shit where, like, you join in with a buddy and do quests a lot. The problem is, none of them are fun, because the only thing you do in this game is grind on killing enemies and nothing else. There is no variety. You just grind, and do nothing else with just really bad controls. I was attracted to this game at first because it had a really fun title, Nobody Saves the World. I was thinking, maybe it's a play on something. No, the main character is just called Nobody. I mean, like, I've never
I don't know,
honestly,
I kind of like it.
Like, everything that I've heard about this game made it sound like they really, really wanted to just make Skull again.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's how it sounds to me too.
Oh, and also one of the quests in this game, makes you. It essentially, like, there's a dungeon where in the end you free a bunch of horses, right? Then it gives you a quest to turn into a horse and then fuck one of the horses.
What?
What?
Are you
So
saying this is a bad game?
exactly, bestiality. Love to see it.
That's why it's not at the bottom.
Yeah, but yeah, it's generic as shit. It's not fun. It's boring. I don't like it at all. Yeah.
Alright.
The more I look at it, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's going to argue with this, so...
I haven't played it. Couldn't say. So I'll just agree.
Let's wait a second while Glitch is, pissing.
That'd
So
be just
far, our
pissing.
list is looking fine.
Still think it's funny that Modern Warfare 2 ranked lower than Cyberpunk 2069.
Listen,
And I can't even disagree either.
it just works like that sometimes.
I mean, if you look at it in terms of like effort, like Activision is a fucking massive company, and it was still that bad. Whereas probably one guy made Cyberpunk 2069 in like a few hours.
This was a passion project.
I mean, yeah,
This wasn't a cash grab.
Yeah.
This was actually made.
He actually hand animated all of those sex scenes himself.
He may have.
Guys, this was actually the development of this game actually started before the announcement of Cyberpunk 20.
it's completely
can't prove that
unrelated.
wrong.
Total coincidence.
It's based on the tabletop.
They've been working on that since 2012.
10-year dev time.
Actor
That's
actually
because
grew up in the movie.
It took him
2077 was announced in 2013. Fun fact.
it took him 10 years and it just to beat Modern Warfare 2. I think that was worth it.
Yeah. Took him 10 years to come up with something original and unique like Cyberpunk 2069, and it took fucking Activision 10 years to release Modern Warfare 2 again.
Space. For the 42nd best game of the year, what is your nomination?
Resident Evil Reverse. It's bad, but it's not the worst thing I've ever played. It's just not good.
Yeah, I've seen
That's-
gameplay.
That's fair.
For one thing, who releases... Okay, Resident Evil 8, buying that game is the only way you can buy this game. You can't just buy Reverse on its own. It is not available in any digital store.
Yeah, no.
That's
I
ridiculous.
And then, here's the weird thing. So Resident Evil 8 is supposed to be like this hallmark of the next-gen experience, right? People are like, oh, get it on PS5, get it on the Xbox, or whatever the fuck. Reverse is only available on last gen. Why?
Really?
Super bizarre. It is launched with a whole 2 maps. They're small as shit. Not that it matters, because your characters cannot run. They just do this like really awkward, stilted walking animation. You've got a whole 6 characters. Even the monsters you turn into, while I'm sure some can appreciate like some of the more deep cut references, it is just very disappointing to get like pretty basic bitch monsters. Obviously it adds nothing to the lore. I don't really care about that, but some people do. Like even like some people at least can mildly enjoy Umbrella Corps because it adds something.
I was about to ask if you would say it's better or worse than Umbrella Corps.
Yeah, I have a friend of mine who played Umbrella Corps this year.
I played it too.
He said that Reverse was only better because it was shorter. Like we did less.
God damn, okay.
It really is just bad. The only good thing I can say about it is that it doesn't have a super predatory monetization system. It has a battle pass, but like it's just one battle pass and it's only ever going to be one battle pass. Like they're just going to keep adding on to it, which I think is going to be a problem later in this game's life cycle. Not that it's going to matter, because there is no chance this game is going to stay up in a few years. Yeah, that's all I got. The only good thing about it is like that I can actually say is genuinely good is it looks very nice. The character models are all straight out of the remakes. The new monsters have been given a good look. Like just the way that it looks, it is very pretty. But all the rest, just shit. Can't recommend it. Not even worth it for free for buying Resident Evil 8. So,
If I may, a funny.
Go for it.
Watch this one get caught up in the fucking money laundering bullshit too.
It wouldn't surprise me. This shit is weird.
With the way it sounds,
Wait.
Mr.
money
Yuji
laundering?
Naka is on trial.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm like, I would not doubt.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's gonna argue this one.
Oh, no, I'm not.
If anything,
now that I know
I think
about it, I kind of want to put it lower, but all
Yeah.
the put-ins are final, so...
yeah, it's all final. Honestly, I think it should go like right above Multiverses, even
Here-
below it. But that's all I
Yeah.
got.
Here's like my fucking like extent of knowledge about this game. I got RE8, I downloaded it, saw that it was coming out June of 2021 or whatever. July of 2021. It still said it was coming out in June.
Yeah.
So
I don't
I just-
see. That's the
I just
thing.
gave up.
I don't know what caused the delays because there's nothing in the game. Like, I have no clue what could have possibly took them so long and so many delays because they don't have anything to show for it. I feel bad for the developers who made this. They probably wanted to make something at least mildly interesting, but instead it's just a load of fucking cheap garbage.
God.
So, Mord,
Oh shit, it's me again. Fuck.
for the 41st best game of the year, what is your nomination?
Well, to answer that question, I have to ask another question. Because
Okay.
what the hell is Hollow Cure? I haven't heard
I
about it, and
wondered
this is the
this
first
too.
time I'm seeing it.
Okay. So, do you guys know what Vampire Survivors is?
I
Oh
do.
no.
Yes.
All right.
Sure.
What if you wanted Vampire Survivors, but
But
also with Hololive characters?
Yo.
Oh my
Playable
god!
characters?
Oh, this is game of the
Game
year.
of the year.
Yeah,
Game
this
of the
needs
year.
higher up
This
already,
is the
just
shit.
for the meme potential.
yeah, Hollow
Yeah.
Cure.
I will say, like, genuinely, it is actually a pretty fun game. The main difference is that you actually have to like aim and attack. It's not like an auto based. It's not. Yeah, and the only weird thing about it, besides not getting any of the presumably funny jokes or references, because I don't watch VTubers, is that like the game is completely free because it's a just a fan game, but the way you level up the characters is by doing an in-game gacha roll.
Oh, what the fuck?
That's
So
Can't
like,
resist it.
So yeah, so like each of the characters like play differently from each other, which I really like. That adds a lot of variety. But I don't know. Let's say you're a Mori main, okay? And you want to go down her skill tree. That means like you have to like play the game to get like these coins or whatever. To like you can like get these, which are like universal characters. But
oh
if you wanna,
my
like,
god! So it's a oh.
but
They
like,
literally added a gacha for no reason.
That's so funny.
Yeah,
That's
it's-
so funny.
Ah.
That's so
Why?
fucking funny.
like it's not.
I
I
love
don't know.
it.
It's not that
It's
big of a deal.
hilarious.
You see, like to me, like it's you get money pretty quickly, and there's no actual way
No
to pay
actual
with
money.
real money.
Okay.
So like it
That
doesn't
makes
really.
it a little better.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's just a weird feature.
I
but
just think
anyways,
it's
that,
really funny that in the fucking in the VTuber game they added a gacha just for that. That's really fucking funny.
yeah.
You know
but-
what?
and
No,
you-
I know why.
And anyways, yeah, that's Holocure. Also, yeah.
I do know why they added the gacha, because one of the memes is that there's like a specific 2 out of the characters here who like spend obsessively on gacha pulls in every game that they play.
Cringe.
Well,
Yeah.
regardless, that's Holocure.
That- I don't know if I'd call that just barely better than Resident Evil
Yeah.
Reaper. So
Yeah, no.
No.
I was only I'm not.
yeah.
I just didn't know what it was.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
a good use.
That was a good question.
Yeah.
I wondered too.
You know, it's gotten called out a couple of times. What about what's Roller Drum?
Roller Drum is a just putting out there. I wanted to get a little higher, but
I'm just
Roller Drum is a single player trick shooter game.
say
No,
no more.
what?
Okay.
Please say no more.
I've seen
This
Hank
is-
play
Say
some
no
of this.
more. This is
Is
go
Hank,
higher.
Hank
Like,
is this 3D My Friend Pedro?
Oh my
Kind
god.
of.
oh
I
my
guess.
god.
I don't, it's more like Tony Hawk than my friend Pedro, but
Okay.
Tony
It's
Hawk's-
like I would
Tony
say
Hawk's
based on the
pro
gameplay I
shooter.
saw Hank playing it, it's like 70% Tony Hawk and like 30% my friend Pedro.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. No, I'm down for this.
All right.
Yeah, all right.
Let's keep
Yeah,
going.
never mind. Let's keep going down the list.
Holy shit! I'll play that.
You know what?
later.
I've asked you twice, Hank. What's give me a recommendation? Like just something that you think would fit here, because I can't think of shit.
Something I would think would be here.
Yeah, because I've already asked you twice about games. So it's only
Well,
fair.
if you want me to be honest, but also controversial here,
Okay.
and I'm gonna say Court of the Lamb personally.
Reasoning?
I don't like the roguelike element. I think is boring, and I think the actual like cult management simulation is like way too basic.
That's fair. They've
I
kind of
also
fixed
the
things,
like the
but
I was just gonna say
Sorry.
the art style charm like wore off like really quickly on me also, so it doesn't really get points for that either personally.
valid on that front. I really like Cult of the Lamb. I would hope for it to get it. I wanted it to at least make it out of the top 10. Like,
Okay, well let's
I mean, out
not
of
do
the
that
bottom
then.
10, I meant.
I don't think
Like,
it's quite that bad either.
Yeah, like I've played a good chunk of it at this point. I get what you mean about. I can see how the roguelike elements would get a little boring. they are a little simplistic. I do see what you mean there, but like I thought the cult management got really good like after you played it for a little bit and unlocked more options.
I think we're at a difficult point because we're out of the like totally shit games, and we
Yeah,
need to actually start
we're-
picking
Can I-
decent games,
can
but
I
they'll
ask-
still be let down.
Can I
We're
ask
into the meat of it.
Can I ask a question that might throw the entire group into the piss baby bracket?
Uh,
I'm the only one that hasn't played. Wasn't Halo Infinite shit?
It was.
No.
On
at launch, it kind of was.
Isn't the campaign supposed to be good, but the online's really bad?
The
I'm not
campaign
paying
was
$60
decent.
for that piece of shit.
No, I didn't either. That's why I had a fucking Game Pass.
yeah, I was just saying,
Yeah, I
get
think
on Game
that
Pass.
that might change it. Because Chance, you have it on Game Pass too, right?
Yeah, I think we all do.
Yeah. So I think that
Um,
might change it.
Fucking man.
I mean, I had fun with it when I played it with Chance. We played it for like several hours. I didn't see any reason to call it really terrible.
It's decent, but like at the same time, I gotta like as a game, it's fine. As a Halo game, I really don't fucking know about that.
I
It's
mean, I
just-
think that's fine. You know, things evolve. They're going for the open world one this time.
Yeah, no,
don't think
and
it's
that's fine. It's just I guess the general feel and aesthetic of it is less Halo now. Ish.
I guess they've kind of tried to work on that a
and
little
more sci-fi-y, you know. And maybe that's just because it's primarily focusing on like the Banished and the Forerunners and shit. But at the same time, like in older Halo games, the Forerunner technology, like the look of it was like human, but a little better or a lot better, you know. Still
Yeah.
kind of human, maybe, but I don't know. After that, it just kind of. I think like with 4 is where it really dropped off that sort of thing because they, you know, showed Forerunners.
Yeah, and they look like fucking Predator guys, right?
Not entirely. They just have like weird. You know what, Hank? Pull up the Didac stupid face right now.
bit. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he's just
that's
got weird.
definitely my ancestor.
Yeah,
Give me a shirt that has that guy's face with my ancestor on it.
Go, Grandpa.
anyway, yeah, I don't know. It's just, you know, the multiplayer's fine if you're one for like a competitive shooter that's not Call of Duty and actually kind of good. But if that's entirely what they're going for, I don't really. It's not It's not really a Halo game at that point. It's just some multiplayer sci-fi shooter with a little bit of Halo lore kind of tacked on.
If I may speak on the subject as someone who picked it back up again recently,
Mm-hmm.
they kind of have walked back the competitive shooter aspect and tried to go back towards, you know, Halo.
I get like, yeah, and I
People
can,
got fucking livid recently and kind of just flamed the shit out of the devs and were like, no,
Yeah.
fuck you.
and I can guarantee why, because they had their business practices have been really fucking weird over
Yeah,
the last like year and a half. How many people like didn't the creative multiplayer director fucking leave or step down or something?
Yeah, but that was due to a family emergency. That wasn't due to.
Oh,
like, a-
okay. I
Yeah.
didn't know that. But fucking like other than that, like I know they got a lot of backlash for there was some fucking patch that like the only thing it did or the majority of what it did was patch out the single player shit, like making it so you couldn't as easily like hijack a pelican or whatever.
yeah.
And that pissed a lot of people off because, like, what's the point of that?
No, there was a secret gun. Like, there were these huge anti-air cannons, and if you used the grappling hook to get on top of it, you could actually, like, pick it up. And it would fire slightly below you because the player's not meant to be holding it. but you could just walk around with an infinite ammo anti-air gun in your hands.
Sure.
It was
but
pretty fun,
why-
but it was also kind of a pain in the ass to use because it fired below you, and if you fired it while you're standing, you would just die.
It's also just a weird thing to remove, considering this is the same series that gave us the Scarab gun from
Yeah, I
Halo
was
2,
about to
which is
say.
It was very, very odd. So, I don't know. I mean, does it belong here? Because we're sort of at the point where we need to start picking games that are like actually decent, just
I'll-
like weird.
What I'll say about Halo Infinite real quick is that I think its monetization is worse than fucking Multiverses.
Oh no, I entirely fucking agree with that.
100%.
That alone like is enough to like drop it out of like into the fight. You know what? Fuck it. Yeah, I'm just gonna say Halo Infinite. Fuck it.
Alright,
You know, as much
but-
as I do enjoy Halo Infinite, I can't really argue. There's a lot of issues with monetization and shit. I think the basic gameplay is fine, but like,
Yeah, they really. I just they just fucking dropped the ball with it. Honestly.
yeah, it's on the up
Yeah.
now. They're trying to fix it, but like they dropped the ball really fucking hard.
They're getting better, but they're not there yet.
Yeah.
Alright.
Not a good year for Halo
No, not really.
between this and the Paramount Plus show.
Yeah.
We don't talk about it.
There we go. Okay. Number for the 40th best game of the year.
The
Chance.
10th worst.
Imagine going from reverse to infinite. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Well,
Imagine-
it's just a big jump. Like
Yeah.
this is the point where the drop off. Like
Yeah.
we've climbed out of the hell pit, and
Resident
we're
Evil
into the
Reverse,
actually playable
better than
game.
Overwatch.
I would unironically say that Reverse is
Res-
better than Overwatch
Resident
2.
Evil Reverse better than Cyberpunk.
Now that one's
That
more
was
debatable.
bullshit. That was bullshit.
Anyway,
Chance.
Chance, you're up.
Yeah.
Elden Ring.
I thought about
Yeah.
saying Elden Ring.
Yeah, that would
That would start some fights.
No, okay, listen. Unironically, so far we're doing. I thought Halo Infinite would break us. You guys. Are doing
I
great.
thought that also. I was waiting.
Yeah, no, I was a little worried when it was said. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
fuck, here we go.
that's why I was really fucking careful about what I said.
Yeah, the things that I like about Infinite kind of don't make up for its shortcomings.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And
no,
when
100%.
Chance
Yeah.
is saying that, I think that really says something. You're like the
Yeah.
biggest Halo stan I know, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the guy who fucking got Battlefront 2 at launch and stuck with it until end of life, alright?
Well,
Anyway,
regardless, yeah, 40th game.
Yeah.
What have we got here?
Part of me wants to say King of Fighters 15 just because I hate Saudi Arabia, but can we scroll down?
Christ.
Boss, how was Stanley Parable?
Oh god, this fucking game. it's
oh man.
it's probably gonna be higher. I had so much fun with it. I wasn't.
Okay, let me put it this way. Does it justify, like, if you've played the original, does it justify the $25 price point, which is more expensive than the original was on launch?
Yes.
Yeah.
What I was going to say was, I liked the Stanley Parable before, but it wasn't like super like a huge fan of it. Like I played through it back when, and I enjoy it. This was actually really fucking good. Legitimately, it was worth it.
Oh yeah, like you go into it, at least I went into it thinking that like some of the humor would be like kind of dated because I don't know, it just kind of felt like it.
No.
And yeah, like I guess looking back, it kind of felt like it would be dated, but I didn't realize that it's just kind of because Stanley Parable is what kind of defined that sort of time period, I guess, for a bit.
The
Not
fact-
really.
The
in a
fact
way.
that the writing kind of just
Dominated.
like picks up and immediately becomes better instead of like having any faults at all. It's just great. It's
Yeah.
It's really good. And also that game has way more content than anyone would ever fucking imagine. It's fucking absurd.
Probably not this low on the list.
Yeah.
Oh hell no.
I'm going to go down a path that Glitch can't follow.
Oh no.
Rumbleverse.
I don't know anything
No,
about this
you
one. Can we
know-
look it up?
I can follow this path. I almost suggested it.
Isn't it like the?
So
yeah,
it's
I've seen
fun.
it.
it's really cool. It's a battle royale game where you are a wrestler, and instead of running around
I
and
remember
finding
this.
instead of running around and finding weapons and gear, you find training manuals that teach you different wrestling moves.
Okay.
It's really cool. It's a lot of fun to, sit down and, crank some rounds out with some buddies. But it is not really, it didn't keep me.
No, like I want to go back to it, but it needs more content. That's the problem. Like and the combat system's really good. Like it kind of has a rock paper scissors thing going on. Strike beats dodge, grab beats block, block beats strike. That kind of shit. But like, and there's also a counter, but counter is really fucking hard. Don't count on that happening. But it's good. The combat's good. Gameplay's fun. Needs more. There's one map. The map kind of looks samey. Like I could only point out one or two landmarks on that map, and that's because they're really fucking tall.
If Epic actually fucking took control of this game and gave it the Fall Guys treatment, then it would probably jump up 20 spots on this list. But as of right now, I'm going to say 40 is the slot it deserves.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
I agree. I mean,
Okay.
It's pretty fun. I do recommend if you get the opportunity, give this game a shot. Make your own conclusions, but it does need some work.
Works for me.
Glitch. For the 39th best game of the year, what is your nomination?
Ooh.
Just a reminder that Rumbleverse is now objectively better than Halo.
This is the best part about this list. It's always shit, no matter what.
Okay, this
Reminder
is one
that-
only I've played, and this is a weird niche of game that I think probably Hank and I are maybe more than Boss are gonna be, the kind that fucking would enjoy this. Space Warlord Organ Trading Simulator.
Was that really?
Can we get a look?
It is insane. Screenshots are not
I wish
gonna do
I wish I
anything.
got around to it. I meant to, but didn't have time.
It is.
Just pull up-
This
yeah,
is
just
not
pull
going
up
to do this
fucking-
game justice.
Just
We could pull up the Seth
video on
video.
it.
Yeah.
We're not pulling up. I don't want to pull up a video. It's just.
Jesus
Okay.
Christ.
So yeah, and here's the thing:
It's
you sometimes have just a few seconds to dig through these menus and find what you need.
yeah.
You have to because okay. The thing is, you are an organ trader. By the way, yes, that is half an amogus.
Good.
That's also a dog named Chad Shakespeare.
Yes, it is.
They'll steal your heart,
But,
literally.
Yeah. But the thing is with this game is you are literally dealing in organs, whether they be human or alien, and you have to compete against other people doing the same thing, fulfill orders, get money, and get yourself out of debt, and keep yourself out of debt.
Megamind.
This game is genuinely insane.
Let me sum up how the YouTuber we mentioned summed it up. It's the quintessential ADHD experience. Wake up, scream, die.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to. I mean, I know none of us besides you have played it, but I feel like I want it to still make it higher, just based on its uniqueness alone. But that's also not
fair.
But then, what are you going to put under it?
Yeah.
Honestly, I kind of
Sorry,
want to.
go
My secondary thought on this was to throw Pokemon Legends Arceus under the bus, but that's not fair to do without asking
No.
you.
I don't think it's
Bro,
that
no.
bad.
Fair.
Now, if Sword and
Fair.
Shield were on here,
Oh, absolutely. I'm going to put Sword and Shield fucking blow reverse, and I'm not
you mean
even kidding.
Scarlet
What
and
about the
Violet?
2 new ones?
No, Scarlet and Violet are actually pretty good. They're just bad, technically.
Bug-wise. Yeah, I was gonna say, same issue with some other games low on the list.
Yeah, but I think any game with mouse
Look, it's
hold
not on
in
the
it
list. Let's not get
doesn't-
into
yeah.
No, fair. We were getting sidetracked.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
So-
Yes.
I didn't get it, but I heard a lot of mixed things about the JoJo game. Like from what I saw, for example, the online was unplayable, but I didn't play it, so.
No, the online has been fucking great.
Yeah, they actually made it playable. It wasn't
Yeah.
playable before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, on the original game, the online did not work for shit. On the All-Star Battle R, it is so smooth. Like, Chance and I have only had a couple issues, and, like, they were usually when one of us would be downloading something because I don't think it has rollback, which is the only real issue, because the netcode is strong for being not rollback netcode. Like, if we're on a tier from, like, Xrd era Guilty Gear to fucking Dragon Ball Fighters on launch, we are closer to Xrd in terms of netcode. It is smooth with some occasional stutter. You know, not enough to fuck you up, but enough that it is noticeable here and there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, sometimes when you launch a fucking Super, the audio will be slightly off, but like,
So what is then?
Hank, do you oppose Gungrave Gore going down this low?
Not really.
No, like, it's good, it's playable, but it's your schlocky early 2000s fucking...
It literally is just a PS2 game given super graphics.
Look at him. Look at that fucking stance.
Oh no, it is
He's
the dumbest
actually-
shit. I love Gungrave, but like,
It's the same character designer from Trigun and Kekai Sensen.
Wow, you can tell.
Oh yeah.
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 In one of the older games, you could actually get, I don't remember if it was in the English version or not, but you could get Vash's coat as a skin.
Yeah, I don't know, it's fun, but like you really have to know what you're getting into with this game because you play like the first level and like that's basically it mechanically speaking.
Yo,
Yeah,
skull
you get a few
meter.
more things as you go. I haven't finished it yet. I'm mission 8 or 9, but like you get a few. Yeah, the skull meter is your super meter. You get a few more things as you go. You get the ability to actually do a few melee combos.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, yeah, it is kind of just a PS2 game carried by nostalgia and being early 2000s edge.
I will say I do think it is an improvement over the first two PS2 games.
Oh yeah.
Like if nothing else for just the it's not really like a dash 2 mechanic, I guess, like where you grapple over to a person or you can make them direct to them. Like it really improves the actual flow of movement a lot.
It does.
But like
it's really nice when you get that 50 combo and then dash into the middle of a crowd on a stunned enemy and then just start fucking hammering out the AoE shots.
Yeah, but
like that's really fun. But like when you then get segments like in Mission 8 where you are pinned in a tiny room with a timer, a buttfuck ton of enemies that are stronger than you, and 7 or 8 of them have shields that you have to charge up big shots to go through or hit them with an AoE melee, and the door doesn't open until a certain number of them are dead, and then you have another one on the other side of that door, it shows its issues.
yeah, I would like it to go a bit higher, but I also don't have any justifications for it. Like it would just purely be because I like this sort of like simple PS2 type game.
Oh,
but,
me too. I love it,
but I'm really fine with it being at 39.
Yeah, like I kind of was hoping it would go higher too, but I'm kind of with the rest of what we've got here. Unless Boss wants to throw Among Us VR down this low, I don't think we really have a choice.
Yeah, go ahead.
What? What?
Isn't Among Us VR literally just Among Us though?
Okay, there's some
But in
problems
VR.
we need to talk about.
Okay, all right.
I thought it was literally just Among Us.
No, it's not. And here, okay, so here's the thing with
Wow,
Among Us
these
VR.
graphics took a downgrade.
Shut the fuck up. No, but the thing with Among Us VR is, it's only one map, of course, and as much as we played it, it was pretty fun but there's some weird shit going. For example, we've all played Among Us. We know that you can like go to cameras, right?
Yeah.
And check on everyone. Yeah, those like just aren't in the game. Like they're
Oh.
they say like to be continued soon, but the thing is, the devs, like, their focus seems more on cosmetics than actually improving the game. If you would look up the roadmap for me, will you? It is
Oh.
so bad. This is the worst roadmap I've seen ever.
Coming soon, voice chat moderation.
It doesn't even have custom settings. You can't change the timer, the amount of imposters, nothing right now.
There's no fucking report system.
No.
Oh, that's a nightmare. That's setting it up for fucking failure.
Yeah, and then look at the plans. Collabs, Discord shenanigans. It doesn't even mention like actually adding camps. It just talks about the new map.
Improved accessibility. That means cameras.
Uh,
Also, I also like how this isn't really a roadmap so much as it is just them telling you what they're gonna maybe work on.
Yeah.
Because under planned, it just says in no particular order.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, well, I can actually agree with this.
like fuck you. You know what? Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, Among Us VR. Fuck it.
Well, that was a
Damn.
shocking twist.
It was,
had no
like,
idea
I
Among Us
threw
VR was
out
that
as a
bad.
Funny.
Objectively better
Gungrave
than Halo
Gore,
Infinite.
better than Among Us.
Oh, I mean, at least you know what you're in for with Gungrave. It's just a fucking PS2
I mean,
game. with
the
better
thing is,
graphics.
Among Us in VR is really fun, but they just did the bare minimum. That's the problem.
Alright, well, number 38. Back to me. Let's see here. Boss, can you tell me what Stacklands?
I think Stacklands can go
what
here.
is?
I'm very flexible when it comes to this year. It's just a cute little, puzzle game. There's a day system, and you basically just have to like survive out in the wild. It's just
This gives me big cultist simulator vibes.
This
it does.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. It's not similar at all, but
Okay.
it like gameplay wise, but yeah, I get what you mean. But no, it's just a cute little game. For what it tries to do, it's fun, but you're gonna get bored soon. But for what it tried to do, it's fine. It's like
Alright.
the perfect spot here. Just yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Alright, Boss, number 37. What's the 37th best game of the year?
All right, Hank, tell me about Endoparasitic.
Endoparasitic is a weird little indie game, but I can't imagine it getting much further if it even ends up not here.
Oh, I've seen
Basically,
this.
in
I've seen this.
Yeah, you're a scientist at a remote research base, and in the beginning of the game, these like creatures rip off all of your limbs except for your arm here. And how the game controls is that like your mouse correlates with this hand, and by holding down the mouse button, you like drag whatever you're onto. So like how you move is like dragging onto the floor itself, dragging your body, and then like you gotta like handle your guns and reload them with your one arm also. And then there's a time limit where there's a bug that's crawling into your brainstem. They gotta inject drugs into it to slow it down before it like gets you. It's a weird little game.
Does it control good? Like,
It controls good. The only problem is that eventually your arm does get tired because of that, but like that's just sort of inevitable. I feel like.
It has you relate to the main character.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well, that's
imagine how
interesting.
he feels.
Yeah,
That's,
that sounds interesting. Was it good?
It's decent enough. Yeah, for what it is. Like it could probably like go maybe a slot or two higher, but like if there's nothing else I don't
Yeah,
like,
that's fair. It is pretty original. Can I scroll up a bit, see what's... Okay, Hank. Eh, Hank, we gotta have a talk, right?
okay, boss.
Uh-oh.
I think it's time we put Metal Hellsinger out of its misery.
Is it bad? I think it
No,
looked pretty fun
Hellsinger's
when
a-
I saw you guys play it.
It's not bad, but I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Like the most, sorry, again, too. The most irritating quality about it, that I feel like, is just that, aside from the final song, which I honestly really love, I think that's like one of my favorite fucking System of a Down songs, just period. But other than that one track, it's all kind of forgettable in my opinion. Like nothing ever sticks out in my mind.
Well, it did have an objectively worse soundtrack than God of War Ragnarok, so I guess
True,
that's pretty
true.
fair.
See, the thing with Metal Hellsinger that personally really annoyed me, as you guys know, I play a lot of fucking rhythm games, and I love rhythm FPS games, right? The way
Yeah,
this
the
game...
two that there are.
Very small genre, but very good genre.
Yeah, very good genre. The way this game played, it didn't feel like it was trying to really go down into this specific genre. It just felt like it was trying a gimmick. A lot of the time, even especially with the music and just how the game was played out, it just felt like he was trying to fight against you when you were trying to go to the beat. Like a lot of the times, I would not be able to fucking just go in rhythm ever because this song was way too... It just didn't fit. It didn't work for this kind of game. And so I would only be able to look at the visual indicator.
The other two disappointments to me is that one, I didn't really find any of the visual designs to be like striking. It was all rather kind of derivative.
Yeah.
Except for the main character, I actually really love this
Yeah,
design.
but it's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
the main character, and that's
yeah, but
You know,
but-
the one that
and
you
also-
don't see.
Yeah, but also besides that, the custom music tools that they gave out is kind of a lie. It's not a lie, but like it's not really.
As fleshed out as it could be.
Yeah, basically how it is that like there's no like mod support really. What it is that they give you a step-by-step guide on how to like download this like one specific audio engineering tool, and then how to replace the individual songs in the game with like a custom song.
Oh,
But like
God.
you can also only, but like you also have to be really particular with whatever you choose because the game only supports like specific beats per minute to
Ugh.
do it. So, and like you can't really switch up the tempo mid song, so you have to like choose what it is at the beginning. So like it just, I don't know. I was really looking forward to that, and when it came out and I saw like just like how limited it was a big bummer to
Yeah.
me.
And
So let me
also,
ask,
Yeah.
it just... when playing it, I just felt it was like poor man's Doom Eternal a lot of the time. I don't know. It's like...
That all being said, though, I'm not gonna play it, but just the song rolls. The song is so fucking good.
It is.
Yeah,
post it, listen to it after.
this is the good song.
Yeah, this is the only good song.
Report.
Don't listen to it now, Hank, the recording.
I know. I couldn't like. There's no way to.
Just right click,
Dude,
just
Yeah.
right click it.
Yeah,
No, I
right-click
already
the
got, I
video.
already got the link.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but yeah, I don't know. It was really a lot of it disappointing, and it's just... It really just felt like it was a gimmick instead of actually like caring about it, you know? Like when over a decade ago, fucking what's it called? That top down rhythm roguelike that eventually got a Zelda
That-
one.
Dance of the-
Necrodancer.
Yeah, when that, you can just put any song at any point and it automatically does it, like a decade before. There's just no excuse, right?
I wouldn't say there's no excuse. I feel like this is more complicated, and
It's
but also like yeah. Regardless, it is like a bummer.
Yeah. And also, just a lot of the weapons just didn't feel well. Like,
Yeah, I basically stuck with the fucking pistols and like the
Yeah,
crossbow.
like I never once used the skull or the fucking sword. It didn't feel
the
like
skull's only uses to like just to keep your combo in between combat sessions because it's like
Yeah,
you
but
have to
even then, you
reload.
don't really need that.
Eh,
I don't know,
I
but
don't know.
yeah,
I guess if you're going for like score,
I guess.
I'm fine. I'm fine with Metal Hellsinger being.
Yeah, I think it's. I mean, past Among Us, so.
so here's my question for you. I mean, I'm not
Gungrave
dis-
Gore better than Metal Hells. Alright, sorry.
We both played it. And I know the reloading is like slightly different than BPM. Did you find yourself like getting back into the BPM loop for reloading? While playing
BPM
boss?
reloading is 100 times better. Solely, in fact, just BPM in general, like the way it does the rhythm game, like the rhythm FPS system is so much better because of one single thing. It has a half beat. That makes so much of a fucking difference.
It really does.
The fact that
Yeah.
not having a half beat, so it's don't do
And
that.
I feel like we can, if you don't mind, we can move on to like the.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
sorry.
just, yeah, no, I'm just saying. I feel like everything that's been said has been.
You're entirely right.
Yeah.
Space.
Base.
It's my turn.
For the 36th best game of the year.
All right. Hank, what's Proteus?
Proteus, I'm fine cutting here also, but what it is that is a one of those dang old boomer shooters. This time in these, its main thing is that it has like a really gorgeous looking voxel graphics, and
I think I remember you playing this.
yeah, I played it at launch and I really didn't stick around to it. It has really good voxel graphics and it's made entirely within the GZ Doom engine, so it's mostly just like
Oh.
a flex of what you can do, what like these people are able
Damn.
to do with that, and but also because it's based in the GZ Doom engine, thus basically a Doom total conversion as at like a sort of core level. It's really simplistic in a way that I think it's like to its detriment. All the guns kind of just like feel like their Doom or maybe like their brutal Doom counterparts. Actually, yeah, this is what it reminds me of. It reminds me of a, like, I guess a slightly more polished brutal Doom that's also not made by a complete asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just mostly kind of disappointed, but left disappointed by this. That's just my takeaway. I don't really have much
Interesting.
much in depth to say about it.
All right, let's go back to the list.
Okay.
Scroll down a bit. You know what? I mean, I don't have any strong opinions about a lot of these. We probably got to put Gungrave Gore on here, or else it's going to start being a meme for the whole time. So, anyone disagree? Gungrave Gore, 36.
I'd rather put Proteus above Gungrave Gore, like
Alright.
above any meme potential.
So you're saying Proteus is a better or worse game than Gungrave
I'm saying
Gore?
Proteus is a worse game than Gungrave Gore.
Okay, well, I'll
Okay.
go with Proteus then.
I
It
can
seems
agree
like a
with that.
decent enough game. That's mostly where we're at, I think.
Yeah, it's like we're at the point where the games are starting to be okay. Yeah, this is probably decent. Like,
Yeah.
Alright. Number for the 35th best game of the year, Mord. What is your nomination?
Gungrave Gore.
Well, I'm running out of excuses to keep
At
it.
this point, dude, it's been up 4
You
fucking
said you
spots.
want,
okay, wait.
you said
I
you
have
wanted it
only
above
one-
Proteus.
I have only one reason to not put it here. What other
God
game
damn.
has you get launched in a coffin in the opening cutscene, splat a dude with it, come out and just fucking start fucking spraying with two
Titanfall
I don't
2.
think that's
Gungrave
I don't
Gore.
think that's a strong argument.
No, but it's
Halo
funny.
3 ODST did that
I
too.
will say this. We were gonna put Gungrave at 39, and it's 35th.
I think it's earned it.
Yeah.
Alright. Gungrave Gore.
It has.
Still
it's just funny.
bad. Gungrave
better.
Gore, worse than Cult of the Lamb. Now I'm mad.
Gungrave Gore, objectively better than Cyberfuck 2069. Cyberfuck.
King Ra.
For the 34th best
Rigged.
game of the year, Chance, what is your nominee?
We've got some stiff competition here, so I think we should get it out of the way and just fucking cartel execute Hollow Cure.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
Purely because of the VTuber factor. Because Hank said it was actually pretty fun, but then again, there was a gacha.
That and like I'm agreeing because of the gotcha and also the VTuber, just cash grab.
It's not a cash grab if
is it
it's
even
free.
a cash grab? I thought it was
Yeah,
free.
they're not making any
Same
money.
game.
I guess
It's just they added a gacha mechanic for literally no
No,
fucking
it's
reason.
funny
For the
though
cash
because
grab hold the cash.
you understand
It's
they
a
did
grab.
that because of the fucking the whole VTuber gacha shit.
Yeah. Like, that's the bit.
Yeah, but if it was like for those two characters, I would agree. But if it's for all of them, fuck that.
I
I mean,
think it
Hank,
was
what do
for
you
all
say?
of them, but-
I was desperately trying to think of a defense, but I couldn't come up with any. Therefore,
Alright, fair. At least
I
he's
think
honest.
I think being better than Gungrave Gore and Halo Infinite is pretty good.
you know what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take it. Just Hollow Cure, objectively better than
Better than
Halo
Halo
Infinite.
Infinite.
Objectively better than Call of Duty Modern Warfare
Objectively
2.
better than Overwatch 2.
And
It's not that hard.
for all of those. All right.
And I'm really, I
For
just
the-
want to say, surprised that that Space Warlord Organ Trading Simulator has made it as far as it has.
Uh-oh.
For the 33rd best game of the year, Glitch, what is your nomination?
Does
I'm
it start
looking
with
over
an
the list again.
SWOTNS?
No.
You having trouble?
No, I'm thinking. I'm weighing options. Can we scroll down?
I don't think there's anything. Oh yeah, there is.
There
see,
were
the
only
problem
a
is-
couple more.
A lot of them at the bottom of the list are like really good.
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
we've passed the point where games are bad. That's where like
Yeah, we are fully
Wow.
out of bad game territory.
Yeah, we're
We're
out
in
of bad
mid.
game territory.
We're into mid territory now.
Okay, boss, I have a question. How is Iron Lung? I've seen like a 30-second video about it. I don't know where on the list.
no,
it belongs.
don't do
I've
that,
seen some
Hank.
pictures.
Don't do that. Well, I mean, okay,
No, don't. There's
don't
like
do that. Okay,
Iron.
that works. So Iron Lung is pretty short. It's like an hour long, and it was created by the
Right.
same guy who made Dusk.
Okay.
Genuinely, you need to stop, Hank. Genuinely, it was a phenomenal experience. I played it with a friend, and it was. We were fucking hooked. It was incredible. For 1 hour, the crazy, the amount. It just has the
Look at
sickest
pictures
lore.
of the actual Iron Lung.
The lore of Iron Lung. I'm not gonna say the whole thing, but especially like the like the Earth has like died many years ago, right? And now we're like,
Yeah.
living in other planets and shit. Iron Lung takes place in a planet where it's completely like filled with blood that just appeared one day and nobody knows why.
Yeah, gotta get the
I
ultra
don't,
kill robot there. He'd be into that.
And
I don't know if you've heard, boss, but there was like a lore update.
no,
where
I
you
know,
can,
yeah. We
yeah.
played it after.
I just didn't know if you were being vague on purpose or not.
Yeah.
But it's a moon.
Yeah, it's a moon. And
Even weirder. All right, so no, that needs to go higher
yeah.
up then. from
No,
what
let
I'm
me
hearing.
finish the premise. And the game is basically like there are these submarines that are used to traverse said planets and discover what is up with them. you are not given one of those. You're given one of the really shit ones that is designed with you never coming back in mind, and you're
You're
just
given a
thrust in
modified
it.
life pod, basically.
It's
Like literally, they have to weld your windows shut because they
Yeah.
don't want to spend too much money on keeping you
Hank,
safe.
fuck yourself. Don't fucking bring him when I'm talking about Iron Lung, you piece of shit. No, Nardwar's fine.
Not Nardwar.
Nardwar's fine. Alright, so yeah.
Hey, he's doing the Mr. Beast pose.
No, we don't want Nardwar because we don't want him to show up.
Is that
Like-
Gallagher's son?
We love and respect
Probably.
Probably in this household.
Oh no, we love Nardwar. I just don't want him to show up with some sort of deep cut for boss's history.
Yeah. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Yeah. Sorry. Got off topic.
If you're still looking for suggestions, hard space is kind of decent around this area. I mean, it's specifically good for like a small niche of people that I happen to fall into, but like that's objectively it's kind of a mid game because you're just cutting up ships and shit.
I like it because Doc Squiddy wrote for the game.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick, I'm going to interrupt. Do any of us need to be anywhere? I remember we initially had a
No.
time we were going to cut off, but
No.
that might have been for Austin.
That was for Austin.
Okay, great. I was
we're-
just making
we're
sure.
good. Yeah, and
And
I
who
don't have
cares
work again
about
until tomorrow
him?
at 8 p.m. So
I remember. Yeah, you said that. Okay, great.
Yeah, I was gonna
awesome.
say, I'm
I was
all
just making
this.
sure.
yeah, no, you're good. I was just reiterating my shit.
If I were taking our time and filling up boss's hard drive.
I cleared 120 gigs for this, it's fine.
We're gonna fill it up.
So I don't know. I scroll up. I'm trying to remember what the very first few things on the list were. Hey Mord, how was Dying Light?
It was honestly like really fucking fun, but it's basically the first, but more of the same, and they got rid of guns, so it's not a shooter in the end game.
Wait,
No.
what's this?
No, that's not an aw. That's a good thing because the fucking like latter half of the first one.
But what is this then?
That's from the fucking first game. That's a screenshot from the first game.
Oh, okay. I couldn't.
No, that's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know like when the last time you played it was, or if you remember, but the entire second half of Dying Light was basically a shooter with kind of parkour mechanics in there because
I
everyone
like-
had guns.
I like
Everyone
the
was
idea
using
of
them.
having the guns in the game. I don't like the idea of everyone having them. I like the way it was done
Well-
in like mid-end Dead Island.
Yeah, I guess, but like you do get like a bow, and that's
That makes it a
pretty
little better.
decent. And throwing weapons are still there, and they're fucking
Yeah.
mean because they add a few different skills for that.
I don't know. Do you think it deserves higher?
I'd say a few spots higher. Like I was gonna do it one of my next tries, like probably my next one.
Fair. I didn't have hands-on with it, so that's kind of why I'm asking you. You're the only one out of us that fucking played it.
Yeah,
Right.
and I was kind of banking on Austin to kind of help a little bit with that, but thanks.
Oh,
You're gonna
Austin
see that and
has
just be
become
like,
Catholic.
just the sedge.
Not actually upset, but fucking what the hell is that?
I don't know.
Oh, that's a fucking. Oh, I know what that is. Okay.
That's
That's
Asura
a
from
don't talk
Asura's
about it.
Wrath. I don't know why they put Dying Light 2 over it.
Okay.
Yeah, I can talk
hang on.
about it. There's.
Butch is barking. I need to go make sure he's not eating Buddy.
All right, I'm still gonna keep talking, but yeah, there's like a lot more to do than in the first one because really in the first one, all you had to do was like a few side quests and deal with some goons that were around,
Right.
and then get the
Do like some
the-
races.
Yeah, do the drop packages. I'm talking about just the base game. Do some
Yeah.
like the drops. and then that was
Yeah.
it. And then there was kind of like they did. I know they did a few community events, but I can't really remember. I know they did a lot of them. I think they did a good few, and I I didn't partake in too many of those, but apparently they were pretty decent. And the DLC is great because the following, I think, is what it's called, is basically just Dying Light 1.5.
Yeah, I remember that. I did play the following.
Yeah, and I don't know if that's canon or not. I guess it really
Sure it
doesn't
is.
matter because Dying Light 2 is like 20 fucking years after the fact. It's like a Dead Rising, or not Dead Rising, wow. Last of Us 2 situation, or Last of Us in general.
Alright, well, I guess back to the list, because Dying Light was decent, apparently.
Hard space is right there, gamer.
I mean, I guess we'll throw Hard Space in there. I kind of feel
It's-
bad because I'm not someone who played it, and it looked neat. It was something that interested me. I
Yeah.
just can't play it.
It's not yet. I mean, well, you've got it on Game Pass, pretty sure.
Nope.
Oh, is it off Game Pass?
No, it's on Game Pass for PC and Game Pass for Series X.
Uh,
Well, that
Yeah.
sucks.
Same shit they did with Slime Rancher 2. I'm upset about it.
I
this
like
game
it.
looks like
Can't play
shit.
either.
I like it because it promotes unions.
Kami.
Fuck you.
The 32nd best game of the year, as nominated by me. Guys, can we cut Cold of the Lamb?
Yeah, all right.
I don't
I
know anything
think
about
it's
Cold of
fine.
the Lamb.
Let's at least bring it up and get the group decision, because I disagree, but
Yeah,
I'm a
bring me
sucker
up to
for it.
speed.
I'm gonna
I
go
love
with
the
it.
aesthetic. I love.
I'm gonna agree because it was buggy at launch. Like, I know they
I got
fixed
it after
stuff.
launch. Wasn't aware.
Is this Furry Rim World?
No,
Yes.
No.
it's two. You have two phases. You start the game in this cult management game where like you talk with your villagers, you get your boons and whatnot, and what have you, and then you gotta do like you gotta take care of them. If there's a dissenter, you gotta like either get them back on your side or you can eliminate them. But then, as you can see, there's the roguelike side, which I'm having trouble finding because no one likes it.
I don't know. I thought it was fun so far from what I played of it. I
Yeah, but
haven't
you
beat
like
the
every
game.
roguelike.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but I am also a sucker for roguelikes. Was going to be the next
About-
half of that sentence.
Yeah, like I
Fair
don't know.
enough.
Yeah. Here's like an end boss, but like
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a little more.
So it's not Furry Rim World, it's Furry Dark Cloud.
I don't know what Dark Cloud is, but sure.
Dark Cloud was a dungeon crawler JRPG that had like action combat, and you went back topside, and using the loot you collected in the dungeon, you actually rebuild your town that has been swallowed up by the dungeon.
No, this is
I'm
when
shortening some story details, but just conciseness.
Furry Moonlighter.
this is when
Yeah,
looks
that's
like.
a little closer. Yeah, because I liked Moonlighter. That game was good.
You know what? I'm gonna agree with Hank on this. Just
Yeah, I think it's
Not
fine.
bad.
If
Alright,
an
fair.
entire section of the game is like notably worse, then I think we're at the point where that's
I
okay
mean,
to do.
I was gonna say I'm the only one that disagrees with that. Like, I
Yeah.
greatly enjoy all aspects of the
Yeah.
game, but like,
I mean, it's
yeah.
better than Halo Infinite, so it's not.
Yeah,
that
Yeah,
bad.
better-
no, it's still doing well.
better
it's
than
made it farther than I
Overwatch.
thought.
I can't believe this is better than Gungrave Gorn Hollow Cure. What a
Regrets.
That's
I
not a
regret
regret.
that.
I tried. Anyways, boss for the 31st best game of the year.
All right.
This is this year's version of Metroid Dread. All right.
Okay. I gotta ask you, Hank, because you had mixed opinions on it. How'd you feel on Scorn?
Scorn. Honestly, Scorn probably should have gone lower in my opinion.
Damn.
I meant to ask about it earlier, but I
It's-
forgot it was there. Much like the actual game.
Fucking Should I pull up, like, do you guys care about spoilers for
Who
Scorn?
cares, man? Just pull it up.
No.
Boss,
I don't really
I know
care.
you were interested. Do you care? I know you were.
I'll look away.
Okay.
Wait, you're gonna have to edit this later.
I'll tell you when it's back. All right, like obviously it's a visually striking game, but that's really all it has going for it. Like it's a it's not a shooter. It's a wander around like puzzle solve them up, kind of like a lot of people just have described it as Myst.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh, yeah.
I knew that from the start, and this isn't really my genre, but I figured, maybe you know what, maybe this will get me
It
into it
looks great.
because I do like the eager aesthetic of it all. But the problem with the game is that it doesn't have puzzles really. Like it has
Oh.
two that I can think of. One which is like a basic slide puzzle at the beginning where you like try to get like this egg sack to like one side to the other. And then
Did I watch you
another
do that one?
yeah, and then there's another which is basically like a weird lockpick. And then that's it. The rest of the puzzles is basically just going to what switch in the level environment you have to flick first, which isn't really anything in my opinion. Like that's just boring busy work. Like it's more of a walking sim than anything really. And then there's the combat, and there's a lot of I saw a lot of pushback on criticisms of the combat from on Twitter from specifically Dusk Dev. And Dusk Dev, you made a good shooter, you made a good horror game from what I can tell. I respect you, but my guy, yeah, Silent Hill also has shit combat, but it's functional. Scorn's combat is not functional.
Oh.
The hit scan of the weapons does not seem to adequate is not really indicative of like where actually aiming. The enemies kind of like jitter forth to you in like this really awkward way that kind of like makes it just like hard to even get a straight look at them. And like the game, like the combat itself is just like overly punishing, I feel like, for what it is. I don't know, it was a big disappointment to me. Like really all
Fair.
it has going for it is the aesthetics, and honestly at that point I feel like you could watch a like let's play or live stream and like get
Like
the same
Yerma.
experience. Yeah,
And
Score.
you'd probably have more fun because
and that's my take. I'm the shit. Okay, game's gone, boss. You can look back.
Ooh, Cult of the Lamb. Yeah, alright, we can put it here.
All right. For the 30th best game of the year, Space, give me your nominee.
Alright, can we scroll up a bit? I just need to know, Glitch, what is Azure Striker Gunvolt 3 and what are your opinions on it?
Okay. Azure Striker Gunvolt is a series made by Inti Creates, the people who made Mega Man 0, 1 through 4, and ZX Advent, most
Okay.
notably. And it is kind of them evolving beyond their Mega Man programming, so to speak, and going to branch out and do their own thing with the skills they learned from making those platformers. So they're still those precise, high mobility, fast platformers, right?
Okay.
With cool boss fights, and you get powers after each boss. Still the trappings of Mega Man. As I mentioned, Luminous Avenger is in this same series.
Yes, and you said that one was the worst one, but this
Oh,
one,
yeah.
I'm guessing, is good?
This one's good. It's not the best one. I still want to say the best one is either the first Luminous Avenger or Gunvolt 2. This one is only not as good because I'm not going to say exactly how or why for the sake of spoilers, because they are good games. You should play them. But Gunvolt himself is a side character here. You have to use the equivalent of this game's Devil
Hey, yo.
Trigger. Yeah.
Hey, yo.
Anyhow, you have to use this game's equivalent of Devil Trigger to
real-
activate Gunvolt.
real quick,
see.
that character that you brought up, that character is like canonically gender fluid and has multiple different robot bodies they switch between just so they could fuck whenever and however they want.
Well,
The first-
that automatically puts it up a little bit higher.
It
so
does not.
probably not for this one, not for 30, but I'm glad we know what it is now.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I will say, getting used to the new character was a little weird.
All right,
Yeah.
scroll down a bit. You know, I think it might be time to give up Space Warlord Organ Trading Simulator.
I think it's not time to give up Space Warlord or Organ Trading
No.
Simulator.
Why
I
is that?
frankly think it's time to give up You Suck at Parking.
You know what? Boss, how do you feel about that?
Hey,
This game.
back there.
You know what?
Like
I'm only
that.
going to support it being here instead of the organ sim. Not because it's more original, because this game released without a way to play with friends.
You Suck at Parking did?
Yeah.
Oh.
Didn't you say it's a party game?
Yeah. But here's the thing.
Okay. Throw it up there.
Get it up there.
How is
should've
this better
brought
than
that up
Parts
sooner.
Shipbreaker?
No, here's what I will say. It wasn't really a problem because like whenever we'd all like join in a lobby, we'd usually all get in the same one.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So you could still play with friends. It was
So-
just like random lobbies.
Yes.
I thought you meant it released single player.
No.
Well, whatever. It still
Still,
belongs there. I
that's still
think.
kind of bad. Like,
Yeah.
Alright, well, for the 29th best game of the year, Mord, give me your nomination.
I think
Oh,
Mort had to
shit.
over- Oh, okay, Mort's here. Good.
No, I'm here. My cat is being an asshole.
Yeah, I heard. That's why I was like, I think Mort might have had to get home.
Yeah, I thought I muted. I unmuted.
You're good.
Well. You know what? Let's go in order. I give opinions on Signalis, starting with Hank.
Body Signalis is getting way higher. I
I look.
rate
No,
this
I
to you.
mean, I look. I don't know. I'm asking about it.
Signalis is a top-down, not isometric, but like slanted, I guess. I don't know. 2.5D survival horror game in the style of Silent Hill mostly, and
Yeah.
it is phenomenal. It is.
Yeah,
Honestly, it's incredible.
I'm only in the very beginning of the game. I have played maybe 45 minutes. I already agree with them.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna go fuck myself with that one then.
No, it's
Uh,
fine. You did
What
good.
Everyone fucking play Signalis. Just
Thank you.
fucking play it.
Thank you for asking. Mort.
Yes.
Like, yeah.
However, I will not ask about this one. Sonic Frontiers.
Fuck you.
Okay,
Fuck off.
No.
let's take a vote.
No.
I
no,
will
I'm
leave.
The
kidding.
majority wins.
Nay.
No.
Well, the man who said it himself is voting nay.
Let's
Alright,
not be
fine.
cruel. Let's not be cruel.
Fine.
You know what?
I don't think it deserves number 1, maybe, but like higher than 29.
Here's one that I think is hopefully is a bit inoffensive. Remember, this is getting into like the mid tier. Extraction.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I
Alright,
actually
yeah.
have a lot of fun with that game, but I think I can agree that it is literally just a mode from another game that
Oh,
people
yeah.
already paid for.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It has been
Like, if
expanded
I-
into its own game. If I hadn't gotten it for free, I'd be a little mad.
Yeah, if I didn't get it for free, be through like fucking what Game Pass
Game
or
Pass,
whatever.
yeah.
Then like I wouldn't have fucking played it.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I
still
played
found
it.
myself going back to it every now and again.
Yeah,
It's
but
perfectly fun,
it's-
perfectly playable. It's gotten some new content and a couple new modes actually, but like
It
that are
relies
actually
heavily
unique to
on
it.
a completely different video
Yeah,
game, so it is
yeah,
it is
relies
perfectly
entirely
mid.
upon yeah.
Almost directly in the center is exactly where Rainbow Six Extraction belongs, I think.
Exactly.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. Like,
It is
Or the-
the definitive mid.
yeah.
Well, no, the definitive mid is 25. because that's
25.
The mid.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah.
the
And
For
that's
the
where we're gonna put
28
Pentiment.
Ooh.
Hank, that's a joke.
Anyway,
Hank,
Chance.
Hank, that's a joke. Hank, that's a
For the 28th best game of 2022, Chance, give me your nomination.
Let's get Pokemon out of the way.
think it's that bad. I liked it.
We're
We're not
it's
even
bad.
in the bad area anymore. We're at slightly below mid. We're talking
Which
about
is
the game of
Pokemon.
the year here.
No, but like, it did a lot of cool things. It did a lot
Like
of new
what?
stuff, which Pokemon doesn't normally do. They introduced 2 new status effects.
Oh,
you know?
thank God.
Oh,
That's
It's a big
crazy,
deal.
dude.
Pokemon never fucking does anything different. So the
That's
fact that they
exactly-
actually
don't
changed
think-
up. Yeah, so the fact that they changed it up is good, I think. If you wanted to
that's
throw Scarlet
we're
on there, I'd
not
be
ra-
fine with
Here's the
it.
thing, though, Space. We're not ranking the best Pokemon games. We're ranking the best games.
Yeah, but you get to fight God. You don't normally
gonna
get to
Is
do
that
that.
player character?
I'm gonna
Oh,
stay
you
silent. Pokemon always
God.
makes me mad.
Yeah, they introduced a lot of cool new concepts. They did a lot of interesting, visual, world building and stuff. Like how shinies are a lot more common because it's the past and people haven't, hunted them to shit. I think that's interesting. You get to do your weird crafting system. They've got, a raid boss at the end of the game. I think it's neat.
The deep, intricate lore of Pokemon Legends Arceus, my
It's
fucking...
neat. It's good.
You know what? I'm gonna entirely agree with fucking putting Arceus at this point.
Ah, fine. Whatever. Go ahead.
It's not bad, but it's
It's mid.
Pokemon, and Pokemon is kind of intrinsically mid.
Yeah.
It's whatever. I'll agree. We'll go ahead.
Alright.
I'm not that attached to it.
Fair.
It's not like
I
last
would
year
put it
where
above
all
Space
three of us
Warlord
were
Organ
just
Trading
fighting
Simulator,
for
though.
the first spot.
For the 27th best game of 2022,
Holy shit! I have 9 pings.
Glitch, give me your nomination.
Guys, how far is Space Warlord Organ Trading Simulator gonna go?
All the way to the top, baby!
All the way to the top, baby. But no, I was actually genuinely gonna ask. Compared to the last one I got my hands on was KOF 13. How's 15, guys? Aside from the things.
Look. I'm just gonna say, if we're putting a fighting game here, I think we should put DNF Duel.
Yeah. DNF Duel is not making it above fucking KOF.
What about endoparasitic though?
I'm fine counting Endoparasitic. Well, I'm gonna be honest. I think Endoparasitic should be above DNF Duel.
Really? Wow. All right.
DNF Duel is a fucked up game, man.
It
That
is.
is-
Didn't realize it was that bad.
Because I had some fun with it.
D-
Then again, I only really played matches against me and Chance.
DNF Duel is a game that is not on crack. It is above crack. It is the fastest, most
It's on
hyper
bad.
fighting game I have
it's
seen
on
and played.
Crocodile.
It is every character is a touch of death character.
Yeah, I know.
Not a combo, just- It is a crazy man's game. It is fucked up. It should not be here. What is this? What is this move?
Holy
What-
shit!
Yeah, no, that move's fucked
No,
busted. And
no,
it's an
they're all
unblockable-
busted. Look at this
Yeah.
move.
Oh, that looks awful.
No, the worst part is that big axe
Look
move,
at this.
right? The big fire wheel. The big fire wheel is a fucking
No.
unblockable, and it's full
No,
screen.
no. The fucked up thing is that the Inquisitor, after the first week, is one of the lowest tier characters. This is a bad character.
And-
This is a bad move.
And I would
This
like
is
to mention,
stupid
for the
game.
record, the game is getting a huge patch soon where the damage is being upped for everyone.
It's
Oh my god.
Oh, dude, come
Well,
on.
I think I know where this one belongs then.
God, I want so much better for this game. Please.
No, I think this
Dungeon
is.
Fighter.
I think it should be like this. Personally, there's no.
No, but I fucking want Dungeon Fighter as a property.
There's nothing else like it. What the fuck?
Succeed.
DNF Duel versus Mel Housinger.
All right, let's just keep
Oh,
going.
wait.
That's
Yeah.
their own game of the year. We're
Yeah. All right.
all right. Let's put it down.
Yeah.
Are you fine with this glitch? Is this your, or do you want to keep
Sadly-
looking?
It's not the
Sadly, I have to
property.
agree. I'm not. Yeah, it's not the property itself. I'm just mad because I want Dungeon Fighter to succeed.
But it's still a.
It's
I'm
still
still
okay,
I'm still gonna recommend. There's nothing else like it.
Yeah,
It's
it's
Oh
just
yeah,
a
no, there's absolutely
fucking
nothing
bizarre.
else like Dungeon Fighter. Not even the but like
Ugh.
just a.
it's
fuck
just
ass
as
game.
nuts as the game it came from. Like
All right, 26.
26 best game of the year, nominated by me. Space.
Yeah.
Let's start talking about Horizon.
It's not gonna be this low, bud.
Are you sure? Are you
You
positive?
tried.
It is not. It is
You
not
tried, Hank.
that mid.
Is it really any
Yes.
different than every other open world game on the market? Space.
Yes.
All right.
All right.
Yes, it is.
I'm just going. all
Way
right.
more effort is put in.
We're
I
going,
played.
We are going to keep talking about this for a while, but I will let it go for now.
Okay,
All right.
I'll take that.
All right. Let me see. Glitch.
yeah, what's up?
How do you feel about Dragon Ball: The Breakers?
Honestly, I had a lot of fun with it. I haven't been too hands-on since the full game came out. However, I foresee that there might be a monetization problem in the future, but right now there isn't. It is basically if you took the
This
concept
fucking
of Dead by
image.
Daylight's asymmetrical multiplayer, right?
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
you gave the player characters the capability to actually fight back against the
Basically, you know how
I-
in Dragon Ball when the monsters fucking everything up and like normal people are just getting fucked.
Yeah,
You're one of the normal people getting fucked.
yeah. So you just kind of have to try to
Honest-
survive and escape or beat the villain.
In my opinion, because I bought it, like I fucking pre-ordered it, I would
Stunned
say
me.
this is a good spot for it.
Yeah, like I wasn't gonna really argue this too much. I just wanted to at least give the concept of the game before we threw it there.
All right.
But yeah, it's pretty good. It's all right. If you like
Gentlemen?
Dragon Ball as a property, you'll enjoy it. It's fun.
Friends, we are now past the halfway marker of the game.
No,
of
we
the
are
year
at the halfway
awards.
marker.
We are.
Yep.
You get what I mean.
Yeah.
Anyways, for the 25th best game of the year, exactly halfway through, or not exact, I don't give a shit. Boss, give me your nominee.
All right. So how I'm feeling about Elden Ring.
Okay, boss.
God,
Elden Ring
fuck
actually
that
does
boss.
change the open world formula, boss. Let's not. We're gonna.
Not there yet, buddy.
We'll,
Okay.
we'll come back to Elden
can
Ring
you
a
scroll
lot
down?
later.
Okay. All right. Hang on.
All right. For the most mid of the list game of the entire year, guys, let's just put the fucking trading sim on. It's beaten
I gotta
DNF
agree. We
duel.
gotta get the
Fine.
space
What
arguments
about
out of here.
Roller Drome?
No,
Nah,
that-
you know what? I think if anything, SWAT deserves the complete midpoint
Yeah.
for like just
It's a turning point.
just
a
because like
Rubicon.
what else are we gonna put here?
It's the Rubicon. If
Yeah,
we
it's-
crossed
it's-
the threshold.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what I'm
all
saying.
right, yeah. Okay.
It's not
Horse
for
of Honor.
everyone. It's not for
Yes.
everyone, but for the people that it is for, it's like crack.
It got nominated for
Yeah.
what, like 38?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say that it has made quite a long way.
Yeah. It's
Man,
how did DNF duel beat Scorn?
It deserves it.
That one, I
Even
think,
if
yeah,
it was
honestly.
nuts, even if it's fucking jank, it's nuts and it's fun.
Oh my god. Okay, let's keep going. It's gotta get worse.
For the 24th, the best game of the year, Space, give me your nomination.
24.
Goes
Okay, I don't know anything about this game, so Boss Glitch, what is Citizen Sleeper and how was it?
Oh,
Okay, so basically Disco Elysium, but in a fucking cyberpunk aesthetic. I love this game to
Oh,
death.
okay.
Oh, I adore
So
this.
yeah,
fucking
this
game.
isn't going down here.
Yeah.
No.
When somebody compares it to Disco
Yeah.
Elysium, it's like, oh, okay.
Oh no! Like
gonna be
fucking, look at this UI. This is disco. This is the.
No, it is.
It's
It
the,
is.
it's
Okay.
the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, we're not
you got
okay.
the dice system. It's no.
We'll
it's
hold
good.
up that one for now then.
Okay,
Okay,
can I
so
make-
It also is the first. I just want to put this as a note for it. It is the first game in a minute to like hit me with the fucking just ooh when I fuck something up.
Yeah, it has real
Yeah.
consequences. Can I say something about the
Yeah.
list, by the way? The space?
Yeah.
Just between you and me, buddy. Well, between all of us. How long are we gonna let the Warhammer games at the bottom skate? Like
well,
It's
the
been a
thing
good year
is,
for Warhammer.
Darktide is actually very, very
Yeah.
good. And Total Warhammer 3 is also very, very good. So
I didn't know. I'm
They're
just
just
used to
kinda
knowing that
there.
Warhammer games are like really like up or down.
yeah,
Yeah,
most
it's
of them are
actually-
pretty bad.
It's
But-
actually been a
up
good,
this
like-
year.
It's been
Yeah.
a very good like last 12 months for Warhammer fans
Okay.
Yeah,
because
there's
these,
also been a couple
these
other
two
Warhammer
games came out. These two games came out, like a few more came out, I think, and then
Yeah,
fucking
we had a horse game.
and then fucking Space Marine 2 got announced last year at the Game Awards, and Glitch died.
Yeah, I remember that.
The only thing that has killed me more was Armored Core 6.
I remember.
Yeah.
All right.
Can't wait
Okay.
for next year.
So, I'm going to say this as somebody who played the original and enjoyed it. I think All Star Battle R should probably go here. I understand that they added new stuff, so it's not going to be exactly the same.
How
But at the end of the
fuck
day,
did JoJo's Bizarre Adventure beat DNF Duel?
Wait, hold up.
Because it's better.
It
No,
is
it's-
not.
No,
Dude,
All-Star Battle
okay.
R is actually fully functional as a fighting game. It is.
So
the
is
only-
DNF Duel.
I'm not saying
Hank,
it's not. I'm saying
You took
it is
5
unlike
fucking
the
minutes
original.
yelling about it.
Yeah, but I was yelling with love. There's nothing else like it.
Yeah,
Can I just-
it's a beautiful game.
Can I just say, like, by the way, I'm pretty sure JoJo's got nominated for like 43rd or
It
some
did.
shit.
yeah.
Yeah, but also Roller Chrome has been sitting here for a minute.
Yeah,
he got
but-
picked up
okay.
a minute ago.
Yeah,
He's
but like
Tony
I
Hawk
didn't.
with gun.
Yeah, I didn't nominate it though. I just asked about it. Like,
Yeah.
Fair.
I would.
I think JoJo belongs here. I'm sure. I know it's a good game, but I think that ultimately the rest of the games on this list are probably going to be better in some way.
Plus,
you know what?
I'm
Man,
just
I
gonna
can't
say
believe it's
this
being
about this
KOF.
game. It pisses me the fuck off the characters they're adding so much. It's so
It's
bad.
hard. I mean,
The
the
JoJo's?
2 free ones are good. But
They
like,
added Weather
main
and Foo
characters
Fighters,
so
right?
fun. Yeah.
Yes, they're both from Eyes of Heaven. They haven't added a single original character yet.
Foo Fighters
yes, they
wasn't in Eyes of
have.
Heaven.
Yes, they have.
Which one? Weather?
Foo Fighters.
Wasn't Foo Fighters?
Yeah.
in it?
And
Yeah,
Nero.
no, Foo Fighters has never been playable before.
Well, it
Yeah,
doesn't
and
matter.
Nero,
It's fucking
yeah.
Foo Fighters. That character's dog shit. Like,
They also added Risotto Nero, though.
Yeah. Literally, she's just like a fucking PNG in Eyes of Heaven.
yeah, right.
They
I
added
really-
Risotto Nero. And there's a whole fucking season pass of DLC characters.
Yeah, okay, we get calm.
Okay,
Well, I don't appreciate Boss like getting upset about how the game's not different when he doesn't know what he's talking about.
What the? I literally said that I wasn't a fan of the characters they were adding because, legit, adding fucking Risotto Nero over literally any Part 8 character is bullshit. Straight up.
I can agree with that. Risotto Nero isn't really
The
that
fact
amazing of a
that
character
they
compared to
put-
like
the-
Hot Pants.
The fact that they put Josuke to be the exact same as he was before and not change him, even though he has they should have been changed because they fucking made this character when the part had 10 chapters.
He does have some new moves.
Yeah, but, like-
a lot of his stuff is still there. I'm not going to argue that. But having actually played him quite a bit just to see, he does play with some new moves.
I don't like Pesci.
They could have put in
no,
like
she
Jobu.
looks
They could have
like
put in
ass.
like, you know, Joshu, who was in Eyes of Heaven and not
Yeah.
in this game.
Oh, is he?
I mean, Josh
Oh
should probably
no.
be coming in the DLCs.
Maybe. I don't
mean,
know.
fucking-
Bizarre. Anyway, I think it's fair to say that it belongs here. You know, above
Yeah.
average, but
Yeah.
ultimately,
Yeah,
Not everyone's cup of tea.
All right.
fair. I'm just I still wonder where King of Fighters is going then.
For the 23rd best game of the year, Mord, give me your nomination.
Hank, tell me about that TMNT game.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Turn it up.
So not this
Turtle
low.
power.
Got it.
Okay, well, all right. No, let me be real for a moment.
He just had a moment, guys.
All right, this is like a duality of man situation because on one hand I love TMNT and this is the best TMNT game that's come out in like 2 decades. All right, like easily hands down. I also do not like beat 'em ups at all. The license is really carrying it here. For me personally, I know a lot of people have said like it is actually a pretty decent beam up game. That said, I'm still kind of bored after like three levels or so. However, I do want to give it props for having an original song done by Wu-Tang Clan in the soundtrack.
Oh, hell yeah.
Excuse me, what?
Okay, never
Yeah.
mind. It's going on
Yeah.
the top 10. It's going on the top 10, guys.
Yeah, never mind.
All right,
Alright,
all right.
AOF.
No, hold on. I'm gonna just gonna
Instant switch over.
eventually fucking
Just
Wu-Tang.
no, never mind.
Yeah, Raekwon and Ghostface kill.
Oh
Cool.
my god.
Another one to listen to.
All right, KOF 15. You
Yeah,
said?
how do you feel about that?
Can I make a suggestion instead of KOF?
Yeah, sure.
Guys, I mean, mostly glitch. Let's be real here. Let's put straight down at this point.
No, I was thinking it too. That was gonna be my next vote. Like
Yeah.
to be 100%. Like.
Alright,
let's
RIP Little Meow
put
Meow.
straight down. I love the game. I love it. It did not deserve.
We beat the straight allegations. Let's go.
What?
Holy
I
shit.
did not want this game to get high. I'm sorry. I have a bias
neither
against
did
these
I.
games.
I was thinking that I was starting to consider it after about Pokemon.
I'm gonna
Like,
be real with you, Hank.
okay, Stray's starting to come up.
I'm gonna be real with you, Hank. I went into this game expecting not to like it. I was pleasantly surprised that it was a little bit better than average.
Well, I do own it, so I will
Well, there it
play
is. A
some.
little bit
That
better
is
than average.
exactly where it is.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of where I'm at with it. Yeah,
Perfect.
I'm like, perfect.
All right. So for the 22nd best game of the year, Chance, give me your nomination.
All right. Boss, would you say that Stanley Parable would go here? Like, not bad, but not a heavy hitter.
I would personally fucking kill myself if KOF was above this game.
Okay, yeah, okay,
no.
KOF. I can
We're
live with
just reaching
KOF
the
being
point
here.
where everything we have left is like actually very good, and so
Yeah.
putting it so
Yeah.
low
Be right
feels
back.
weird.
Hey, yeah, hold up. We should probably scroll up because there is some shit that's like not there.
Let's give me a second. I'll be right back.
Hey, while he's there, why don't
Well-
we just like take the fucking names and like
Yeah.
names of the games and the players and just move them all down to the bottom
No.
of the list? Why?
I like scrolling.
Fuck.
No, you see, you know what Hank's doing? Hank is making this list even more filled with regrets because we don't see half of it. Like,
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I
that.
wonder how much bias comes into the fact that we mostly only saw the top half when
That's-
we were looking at the worst games.
Fine,
Yeah, I
I'll
feel-
listen to the
I'll
Vox
ask Hank
Populi.
to scroll down. So
Vox Populi, Vox, whatever the hell.
Oh man, Gundam Evolution's gotten pretty far.
It has.
it has.
Oh shit! Yeah,
that's what happens when a game is good.
Eh,
I knew I would be unable to bring up any Gundam game without being met by a lot of resistance, and because I know like fucking nothing about Gundam, I can't even say whether it's true or not. So
It's honestly kind of mid.
Yeah. Do you like Overwatch?
It's Gundam Overwatch.
you know what? Glitch actually complained about this game, I remember. So
Now, when we get to the top 8, it's gonna be.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, no. When we get to the top 10, that's when everything starts fucking actually popping off.
Yeah.
yeah, it's going to be pretty hard once we have to decide where Neon White goes.
Oh
Okay,
God.
mister.
Okay,
mister.
mister.
I don't like the tone of your voice there, Pally.
I just know that's going to be a very controversial pick.
Listen, okay, alright. I have.
You're damn right. You're goddamn
already
right. It is.
arguing.
We're not even there yet. Just me saying the words neon white.
You get defensive when there's things you love, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, listen.
I'm
all I'm
emotional
saying is,
because out of love.
all I'm saying is, Space and Hank will get at least 2 X's if we get to the top like 8 or whatever, and both Neon White and Horizon are still left.
Oh God.
That's gonna be rough. That's gonna be difficult.
If by some heathenous means the top 2 choices are between Elden Ring and Horizon, I think blood will be shed.
I will actually freely admit that Elden Ring is gonna be better than Horizon.
Okay.
Okay,
Like,
well,
every time that Horizon has gotten released, Zero Dawn and now Forbidden West, it has been overshadowed by like a genre-defining open world game. Like, they are very, very good open world games. It's just that Breath of the Wild and Elden Ring are just like 11 out of 10s.
Fucking neon white, Elden Ring.
Okay, listen.
Oh, God.
All I'm going to say is cherish this moment.
This may be the last.
No, we've got a few more games I think most of us can agree belong lower. I think Endoparasitic is going to get a little further down.
no, I'm kind of shocked it's gone this far, in all honesty.
I think Roller Drome is going to stay further down. I bet Splatoon 3 also.
Okay.
Gundam Evolution.
Where did it go?
There's some more on here that belong in like above average, but still mediocre.
Yeah, our 22nd best game of the year. We're still on you, Chance.
You think this is a good place to put Vampire Survivors?
No.
Solid defense.
I'm convinced. Gunvolt 3 then.
In defense, I say, but where do we want to put Sifu? Maybe not here, but
No, not here.
No, here.
not here.
What about
but
how do we feel about Gundam Evolution?
Mid.
I think we can drop it.
Chance? You played
Honestly, I would put Gunvolt here and save Gundam for like, I don't know, a spot or 2 lower down. Like, I'm not
Why?
going to say it deserves to even be in the top 10 because, it's a free-to-play fucking hero shooter. But from what I've heard of Gunvolt 3, I've only played the first Gunvolt, but Gunvolt 3 sounds like it fucks up the formula quite a bit without a whole lot of payoff. Whereas, with Evolution, you know what you're getting into, you sit down, it's exactly what you thought you were getting into, and it's okay.
Well, how do we all feel about that?
Glitch?
I mean, I don't argue with that kind of comparison. I kind of don't argue Gunvolt being here. Like, it's good, but it's not the best in its series for sure. So
I mean, we're way past the middle point. These are good games now.
Yeah, alright.
yeah, no, I'm saying it's good. It's just not the best one in its series, so it doesn't really need to be any higher up.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah,
Fair
that's what I
enough.
was saying. Just I'm agreeing. Like, yeah, that's
Alright, fuck yeah.
For the 21st best game of the year, Glitch, give me your nomination.
Excuse me.
Gundam Evolution.
I'm looking. Shut up. All right, how are we finally feeling about Stanley Parable?
No.
I'm genuine question. Like, I'm not
I don't think so.
fair. I never played either, so I don't.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I thought
It's
you
a
would.
genuine question. Like,
I'm surprised you haven't played the first one. Seems like your type of game.
PC did not have good PC.
That's
You
pretty
don't
fair.
need a
Okay.
good PC. It's built on the Source engine.
I didn't
No.
have a PC that would run anything.
Yeah, man, Glitch's PC is pretty fucking trash, dude. It crashed just trying to open the call. Anyway,
No, this time that was just a Discord problem on this one. But like,
Yeah,
yeah,
but that old computer crashed so many times.
yeah, it
dude,
was
yeah,
so
that
shit.
old one was ass, and I had that forever. So like,
Anyway.
yeah, I couldn't even run
Anyway, yeah.
it. Yeah.
Number 21.
Can I make a suggestion?
I'll hear you out. What's up?
Just put KOF down.
I was about to suggest KOF, so we're on the same page.
Get it the fuck out of my face
Yeah.
at this
Words
point.
out of my mouth were how are we feeling about King of Fighters 5?
Listen, like
I'm for it.
Not 515.
I'm happy where it got, but I would also feel sick if it went above the 20s.
Valid. Right, yeah.
I think it should go to number 1.
Okay.
But I will concede for the sake of peace.
Was
Hey, you
this
know what this means now, right? TMNT Shredder's Revenge is officially better than King of Fighters 15.
Good. It is.
wait,
Yeah,
straight
true.
Oh god.
All right. For the 20th best game of the year, nominated by me. More, can we start talking about Dying Light 2?
You know what? Yeah, fuck it. Compared to like everything else on this list, Dying Light 2 really only kind of builds on like the zombie parkour thing. So yeah, I don't have any problems with it. Anyone else?
No.
Yeah, go for
I
it.
tried
Yeah.
to throw it out earlier, but I was proven wrong, and I think it's made it a good while since.
Yeah.
It's like it did pretty well. 20th best is pretty high up.
I got yeah.
Right. Past the 20s. Now, for the 19th best game of the year, Boss, give me your nomination.
How are we looking on Endoparasitic, Hank?
I was waiting for this to get dropped. Yeah, it's about time. It's more than
Yeah,
time.
it's
Damn.
about time. I
Damn.
was gonna if he didn't.
That's a funny little one to make all the way here.
Immediate fold.
Yeah.
Yep.
In the fucking timestamps of the video, it's gonna be like 10 seconds long.
It's not even. It
It's a
was.
fun game. It's a neat little game, but it's also like it has nothing on most of these.
It's
I
no
was-
Yeah.
Gundam Evolution.
It is.
Actually,
It's put now, Hank. Let's keep going.
it's
It is,
been
however,
put.
Alright.
better than Dragon Ball Breakers.
For the 18th best game of the year, Space, give me your nomination.
It's between Gundam Evolution and Roller Drum.
I'm gonna say Gundam Evolution here.
I'm fine with Gundam going here.
Yeah, Gundam.
Yeah.
Gundam could sit here and be safe.
Gundam it is.
It's good.
Okay.
All right.
It's good. It's nothing brand new, like we said. It's fun though.
God, how did
It's
Gu-
just
how
it's
did-
just a
Sorry.
good game that does what it wants to do fairly well.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. How did Gundam Overwatch beat Cyberfuck? Like,
Look
Because
at the
Gundam
sheer
Overwatch was
difference.
surprisingly good.
I want you to
Gundam
look at the sheer
Overwatch beat
difference in ranking
Overwatch?
between Gundam Overwatch and regular Overwatch.
Overwatch 2 is like 47th or something.
48.
It's literally
That's
30.
Yeah. Yeah, it was the third one.
2 is literally
No,
no,
a
it
human
wasn't.
rights violation.
29 spots higher.
Yeah.
God.
Fucking hell. I kind of think it deserves the disparity.
It does.
For the 17th best game of the year, Mord, give me your nomination.
Oh, fuck.
Roller drum.
God, I'm glad we don't have a time limit. We are.
Yeah.
Vampire
Yeah.
Survivors.
You know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna say Roller Drum.
Okay.
Vampire.
Like concept alone, that floated it up to 17th.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I honestly saw Hank do a lot of gameplay. It looked pretty fun, but I'm not sure it should really get much higher than this.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna look it up after this, and
Like, I'm definitely gonna go look into that for sure. It looks
Yeah.
fun, but like,
The little indie darlings that could. Endoparasitic and roller drum.
And
And
Gundam
Gundam
Evolution.
That doesn't
I
count. That has
really
the
wish-
backing of a
I
multi-billion-dollar franchise.
I want you to know that my original plan was to fold at 15 for Space Warlord Organ Training Simulator.
Wow.
It got
not
mid.
gonna fold.
It got midway. That's pretty good.
It got mid.
Okay.
I'm not mad about it. I was just saying, like the bit was I was not gonna fold until we hit 15.
Oh,
Speaking of 15,
For
on
number
to 16.
16,
we're reaching the top
For
tens.
for the 16th best game of the year, Chance, give me your nomination.
For me, it's gonna be between two games I have absolutely no familiarity with. Citizen Sleeper or Total War, because like one of them is mostly just a visual novel, the other one is Total War. Neither are bad, but we're here for video games.
No, that's
Total War is a video game.
Yeah.
what the fuck was that take?
What?
It's
What?
like neither
Okay,
are bad, but neither are your thing. Yeah.
Not
Is
even
more
that.
like-
Not
Yeah.
even that. I like, RTS games, but does Total War do any like was it outstanding?
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, wait, are we talking about as a series here,
or just the third one.
As just the third one, because the third one is the one on the list.
Well, okay. If we're going like by that logic, then it's not as much of an improvement over 2 as 2 was over to 1, and 2 has like the benefit of having years of post-launch support and DLC factions, which 3 is still like needing. They're still like trying to balance everything out. So in that regard, I guess. But I mean, I don't know.
I mean, I like the Total War games, and I'm saying that as a fan of specifically the Total War Warhammer games. I'm just saying, like, was the third one that good as to beat out the other games on the list?
They do have ogres.
Fuck.
Let me.
Dude, they do have
let me
the lads.
Look.
Iron Lung does not have ogres.
Wow.
Wow.
It's gonna be tough to convince Iron Lung. That's a pretty good one.
Okay, I'm gonna say
You know
this.
what? Wait.
Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna say I'm willing to trade Team NT Shredder's Revenge.
I was
for-
about to say, Hank, how long is this brand gonna go for?
Dude, Casey Jones is so cool. Dude, he's literally like the fucking coolest design ever. He's just a dude in a hockey mask and a baseball bat. Like, how can you beat that?
With golf clubs.
A hockey stick. That's so cool. But you know what? I will admit, it can only get you so far. And also, I do think it's bullshit. You have to beat the game in order to play him.
Oh,
But that's a different
Oh,
story.
that is kind of bullshit.
Cringe.
But that's a different story.
Lame.
I'm willing to.
Okay, I do have one more question about the TMNT game since you've had hands-on with it.
Yeah.
Do the turtles have separate fighting styles?
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
Of course
Okay.
they do.
Dude, no, there have been so many games where it's the same combos with different animations.
Well, yeah, but those are like how fucking old?
Not very.
Cringe.
20
Anyway,
years.
All right, let's keep
Yes,
moving.
that's why that was an important
cool.
question. Like, does it actually differentiate? If so, cool.
Alright.
Fuck yeah.
onward to 15.
For the 15th best game of the year, Glitch, give me your nomination.
Ooh, these are rough. Okay. Give
I
me
think
a
we were
second.
wrong about our 10 estimate. It's down to 15 now.
Yeah.
And holy shit.
Can I say a question?
Go for it.
It's
Is
just
is it about Strangers of Paradise?
no. I know that's going like top 5.
That's gonna be up there.
That's gonna be up
It's
there.
going up there. It's great.
But like, I'm just looking at the list. How much really does Splatoon 3 improve from before to warrant being higher?
Honestly,
Quite a bit.
Quite a bit. Like, having played Splatoon 2 as of literally last year, like right at the end of life, even jumping into Splatoon 3, not only because I wanted to play more of Splatoon, but like, it has a lot of changes, a lot of weapons, a lot of things have been completely rebalanced and reworked. There's now an entire separate mode with, you know how Splatoon does its rotating maps, right?
Mm-hmm.
This has a rotating set of map and mode, where one map, like one set, will be a point control mode. Rather than splatting the map and covering the area, you're actually having to capture and hold like points A through C. And, you know, plays more like a traditional shooter in that regard. And then there's another one where you have to basically escort a payload. Salmon Run has been not completely drastically changed, but a lot of things have been overhauled. A lot of the enemies have been made less absolute dog shit to deal with. Netcode is definitely better. It wasn't on launch, but it is now. Like, week 1 was a disaster, but it has significantly improved.
So not here?
Chance?
I think it could go here as someone also who's played it, but
I'm not
someone who's has
not
had
opposed,
as
but
this as their
like,
first Splatoon game, so I don't really.
that's fair. That's fair with that mindset in view. That's
I think this is a safe spot for it.
yeah.
I'm
I'm
gonna
not
say-
gonna argue.
I'm gonna say comparatively, yeah, it's the best Splatoon game so far. But like,
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
compared to everything else, do you really see it beating out fucking anything other than maybe Vampire Survivors? If that.
I think it's
Yeah,
a good
not
spot.
particularly.
Yeah, let's just.
I guess that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, I agree.
Alright.
I was just asking a question, so I was answering it to the best of my ability.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. Just
Yeah.
adding on.
Oh, 100%. I'm not upset.
And
Alright.
the cycle begins anew.
Number 14, the 14th best game of the year, nominated by Hank. I just want to get a feeler out here, okay?
Alright. I know what
This
this
is just a little tendril. Don't stab me. Guys, how exactly are we feeling about Sonic Frontiers, really?
No.
Bro, top 10. Like, easily.
I haven't. I
200%.
Yes.
Dude? Yes.
Okay. Wait, I'm just a tendril.
No, I'm
just
not
just
I'm
question.
excited.
Okay.
Hank is
I-
like
I
poking
was-
like
I
a
was
dead
drawing.
body with a stick right now. Like.
I am withdrawing.
Yeah, to add a little bit of credence to that, like from someone who's not really much of a Sonic fan anymore, like it is. I didn't play it all that much, so I didn't put my name on it, but like, it is fun from what I did play. So
Alright.
I kind of
well-
see it being higher than this.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on. What else we got here? We got Iron Lung.
I would put the Stanley Parable under. Below Iron Lung.
Mord.
Yeah, I'd be comfortable with Stanley Parable taking a 14.
All right, number 14.
It's got a lot of stiff competition at this point.
Yeah.
It does, and it did pretty good considering it got
We're in-
nominated for fucking 30th.
Yeah, we're getting in the real good games category here.
Yeah, like
Ooh.
Splat marks that like shift into like, hey, these are all really, really, really good.
Yeah, a difficult thing here is that most of the games, if we buy them the year they release, they're probably going to be pretty decent, right?
Yeah.
There's only a few exceptions to that.
Yeah, like a
Yeah.
game where you can't play it.
Yes.
Yeah.
God.
Number 13, best game
Burger.
of the year, Boss, give me your nomination.
Oh, let's see here. Okay, I have to ask. Hank,
Oh boy.
are both Warhammer games top 10 potential?
Dark Tide is.
Would you be okay with Total Warhammer being here? On the unlucky number.
On a personal level, I can't stand the idea of Horizon Forbidden West or Sonic Frontiers above it, but I know diplomacy has to win. I know diplomacy has to win. I played Total War.
Yeah.
So in the interest of peace,
Yeah.
and just the general acknowledgement that they definitely did stumble in a few places. I think the UI in like especially at launch was kind of a mess. I'm going to put it here.
All right. And just so you know, Hank,
I love democracy.
Hank, Vampire Survivors beat this game.
I know. I'm okay
I think
with
Hank
that.
would be the first to be okay with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen enough Vampire Survivors to be okay with it. I've just not had hands-on with it, so I didn't put myself on the list.
Yeah, man.
I have not played it. It is unfair for me to say.
Number 12, the 12th best game of the year. Excuse me. Space. Give me your nomination.
I'm just looking at what we have left. We've got Elden Ring, and I mean, come on. Iron Lung, like, come on. Neon White, Pentiment. We haven't given Signalis a whole lot of thought yet, but it sounds like that's going to be a front runner.
Yes.
Okay, for those of us who don't know, and I'm not saying I'm nominating it for this, Hank, what makes Vampire Survivors so special?
It's crack.
Explain. I don't know. I literally know
Okay.
basically nothing about it.
So Vampire Survivors is like the best Flash game that was never made. In it, you play as John or Joseph Vampire Survivor, and you walk around as hordes of enemies surround you, and you have a weapon to start with, such as Mr. Man's here whip, and you don't control your weapons; they fire automatically for you. Okay. You just
Okay.
kind of like have to generally kind of aim it because like the whip, for example, only goes in front of you or back with you if
Sure,
you level
okay.
up. All right. So then you collect gems and you get another choice of like another item. It could be a weapon or it could be a support item that like say makes your weapons fire faster, or it could be a new weapon such as say like these rune tracers which bounce around the screen. You see.
Mhm.
Oh shit!
And
So
the
it's
idea-
Magic
and,
Survival, but not a
and,
shitty mobile
that-
game.
Yeah. And the idea is that you have a timer here, and the goal is to survive for 30 minutes. Once that's up, the Grim Reaper comes and he instantly kills you. And
Okay.
it's just a like how am I trying to put this? It's a class. It's a like if you want an example of like what really satisfying audio and visuals can do for a basic premise, this is it. Like it's not much to look at in screenshots, but you actually play it and like hear like the damage numbers grow up once you like get your weapons evolved through these loot boxes that bosses drop, and hearing like the clink of gems gradually get your XP up. Like it is like actually like crack.
Okay, I can believe
Yeah.
that.
All right.
I
but-
can, even though I haven't
Yeah.
played it, I can definitely see where you're coming from.
Also,
I've
there's
played-
just sorry, but like
Yeah,
there's
go
a
ahead.
shocking amount of content in this game. Like
I've
Well,
heard
like,
that too. Like
there's-
yeah.
there's all these items. There's like fucking 40 different survivors, which all like play slightly
Holy
different
shit.
from each other. Like there's a shit ton to unlock in this game, and it's only $5.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Wow.
All
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, I have a, like I mentioned, I play a mobile game that is literally just this. I thought the game I was playing was like the original article. Now that I know Vampire Survivors is, a friendship ended. So yeah, you've recruited me to your cause.
All right. So here's what I'm looking at here. A lot of these games are games that are like truly like something else, at least in the eyes of the people who played it. So I'm gonna go with the one that is probably the least controversial, considering all of us know it. How about Sifu? I liked it a lot, but I think that it is just under like top 10 level.
I can agree with that.
I can agree with that.
I can also agree. Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
say either number 12 should either go to Sifu or go to Iron Lung, and I'm leaning towards Sifu.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go with Sifu. I think it belongs here. I really enjoyed that game, and I think that the
Yeah.
additional accessibility stuff they added is really great too. But I mean, the rest of the stuff is just on another tier, I think.
All right. This is the most painful number, actually, because this is the one that doesn't get into
Yeah,
the
this
top
is
10.
we're in the bubble now.
For the 11th best game of the year, Mord. Give me your nomination.
Fuck.
Okay,
Which of
Mord.
these darling
Time-
limbs would you slaughter?
Time to go to the beach again.
Not again. I came back with 9 cats and a fucking rat, dude. What the fuck?
So that's where the possum came from.
All right, go on, Mark.
Fuck. Son of a bitch. Oh.
If it were me, I would think probably Dark Tide. But that's just me.
Hey, boss hasn't been mad at me in a while. How about Iron Lung?
No, I've like had my fists up ready for a fight. If this doesn't make the top 10, no.
What about Citizen Sleeper then?
no other horror
No.
game has?
Okay, here's my thought process. This is, the top 10 games of the year, the most outstanding to have come out this year. Citizen Sleeper uses a formula that has existed since,
That's not.
Disco
That's a
Elysium.
dumb argument,
That's
in my opinion.
I
know
don't
about that
like
one,
that. No.
It's not so much most outstanding. It's just like ones that we think are the coolest and neat.
You know what? No, I'm gonna be a real one. You can put Dark Tide here. That game has some issues. That game is not optimized at all.
You know what? Yeah, I've heard shit about like how the crafting system is completely fucked.
No, the crafting system doesn't exist. They haven't added it yet.
Oh.
Oh, then yeah, okay, Dark Tide.
Yeah,
Okay, so, yeah, it is
Alrighty.
fucked. It's so fucked that it's not there.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we've reached the top 10. Let's take a quick break so I can go piss myself. And
I
think
need a cigarette.
Glitch. All right, let's
Is everyone
go.
here?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Glitch?
Okay.
Yeah.
The top 10 people.
For the 10th best game of the year, narrowing it down, Chance, give me your nomination.
This is honestly a really comfy spot for Stranger of Paradise.
Yeah.
Yeah,
was
I can
great.
agree with that.
It was great. I had a lot of fun with it. I loved the story. But it's like
It has
wasn't-
issues.
It does. It wasn't perfect, but it hit a really strong niche for Glitch and I specifically.
Mhm.
And I thought, it PS2. on
Where
the
does it say PS2? What?
On the left,
Okay.
PS2. Scroll up. It's
Don't
like
worry.
right.
Here.
Oh, there it is. On the
Yep.
Yes.
one down to the
No,
left.
PS2 box.
It
art.
doesn't matter. I don't care, man. No, there. Okay.
Haha,
all right.
funny.
Let's move. Come on.
Anyway, yeah,
Just
it's
funny
good.
visual aid.
but it's not perfect.
All right.
I
I think
think
this is a fair spot for
All
it.
right.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Knowing nothing about the game, I also agree with that
Yeah,
assessment.
see?
You have it. You should play it.
I shouldn't.
Well, it's in the top 10 for a reason.
Shit.
For the
Why shouldn't
number,
you? It's free.
for the
Yeah, but every
ninth-
game that. Okay, sorry.
for the 9th best game of the year, Glitch, give me your nomination.
Okay, Space, genuine question, do not get mad. Where are we sitting with Horizon? With no experience with the franchise.
Horizon's got to be above Sonic Frontiers. That's my only thing.
Oh,
No.
this is gonna be a problem.
Yes.
You have these
It's gonna be
two.
a fight.
Yes.
You have two open world games, and I think Horizon has more content that is more interesting and more varied.
Oh God.
This
no.
is gonna be
They are
fun to
not-
sit
Oh,
in.
God.
They
Yeah,
are not
and-
the same type.
Okay, can the peanut gallery shut the fuck up?
Okay,
The glasses
I-
are coming off.
I have said nothing.
I think we can tone it down a little, but
Yeah, can you
Little
like
bit.
relax? Like we're all like
Yeah, no,
chilling,
I'm not-
joking around.
I was raising my voice because I keep trying to speak, and then there's people joking and shit.
Apologies, I didn't even begin to hear
Continue.
you, my man. Anyhow, I see them as two entirely separate types. Sorry, continue.
Yeah. To like compartmentalize Frontiers into just another open world game is kind of bullshit. And Horizon is a sequel to a franchise that has seen nothing but success. It's the second game in the series. It's not a comeback to anything. It's not like Frontiers is huge for the franchise, and it like single-handedly brought all of the messy fucking shitty lore threads and stories and universes together into one cohesive universe, and was also just a really great game with a really great story. It doesn't feel fair to take a game that already knows nothing but success and is just adding on to that and say, oh yeah, no, this is just it's better than just another open world game.
can I say something real quick?
Go ahead.
I think it's kind of funny to call Horizon Forbidden West the game that released alongside Elden Ring to not be the underdog compared to the sequel to like one of the most influential, most famous games franchises of like all time.
Okay, and what
Like,
what is
it's-
Sonic famous and influential for, like, in the past 10 years?
Well,
It's been
yeah,
a fucking
well,
laughing
okay.
stock.
Well, yeah, but also I was gonna also say I don't really see why legacy even should come into factor here. I think the game should be like based solely on their own merits.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I can appreciate what Sonic Frontiers has done. I think that it's awesome that it brought that. Basically, it and Sonic Mania brought Sonic back from the fucking grave. But
Oh, yeah.
I've looked at the gameplay. Now, granted, I haven't played it, but I've looked at the gameplay, and while I agree it looks very solid, I think that just like all of the combat in Horizon Forbidden West is a lot more varied and gives more options. I think that the story, I mean, it's to me at least the story is super fucking interesting. There's a lot of like little bits of lore, environmental storytelling, lots of really interesting stuff. And while Sonic Frontiers has a fun story, I don't think it's quite as involved. It's just that I think that Forbidden West sits above Frontiers.
Can I say one other thing real quick?
What's up?
Yeah.
For the sake of peace, are we even considering either game right now for number 9?
No.
Well, Glitch asked me about Forbidden West.
I just ask as a
I
I
question,
said
because
it's
have
just got to
no-
go above Sonic Frontiers.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying, can we like, are we
can
able
we
to
come
push this
back?
argument later?
Yeah, that's what I'm agreeing with that.
Delay
We
the inevitable a bit.
delay this a little bit because we have come to the agreement that neither is going in slot 9. So, how are we
Alright.
feeling about Neon White, guys?
No.
No,
I
Neon
didn't
White
think so
deserves to be
either,
higher.
but I thought that's what I
All
just wanted
right,
to
all right.
clarify.
Listen, we've been going on long enough. I was ready to drop Iron Lung at 10. Just put it there, like.
Alright, okay, let's fucking give it an Iron Lung.
Look,
please,
it got the
God.
top 10. That's
I've
good
been,
enough.
I've
Yeah.
been waiting for this shoe to drop, but it's just
I
not
was
dropping.
trying to be nice. I've
Alright.
asked you like 3 times, man. I was gonna give it a
Yeah.
break.
Real talk.
Like,
Before we move on, can you like just click on the Iron Lung Steam store page? Like, there you won't have
Just for-
spoilers, but like
For
just
good time's sake.
Dude,
Just for old times' sake.
even just the art style is just this fucking game fucks.
Once we're in the
Yeah,
top
no,
10,
it
I
looks
think we
great.
can spend a little bit of time in memoriam.
Yeah.
Fair.
This
Yeah,
game
yeah.
Oh,
fucks.
shit,
All right.
Alright.
Actually, it's only $6.
Yeah, it's
Wait,
already. I've already.
It's so worth it.
fucking-
Yeah. Closest.
All right.
Good God. Y'all better be glad I managed to
So-
fucking reach my mic and mute.
We
Sneeze.
just saved ourselves from Glitch shitting his pants on live camera.
No, you saved it from me ruining your fucking audio with sneezes that rang off my walls.
Our friends at number 8. My turn for nomination. Now, I want you to remember this moment, okay?
Oh no.
I want you to remember this and keep this in your head for later on, alright?
Yeah.
I am a man of peace here.
Okay.
I am a man of diplomacy, and I am here to negotiate for a specific cause later on. And with that said, I am willing to drop Vampire Survivors here of my own volition for the sake of peace, alright? I want you to remember this. Just for later negotiations, alright?
Oh no.
I'm a good person.
There are consequences.
Take that.
There are consequences to this action.
I'm a good person. Okay. For the
Yeah, that one was just
seventh-
at the bottom, so it looked a little weird when you had to
Yeah.
drag it down.
for the 7th best game of the year. Boss, give me your nomination.
All right, now I want you all to remember this moment later on. this sacrifice amongst Goliaths that I'm about to make. I want you to remember this. Moving forward, when it comes down to it, I am making a sacrifice deep in my heart here. Okay,
Uh-huh.
I would put Citizen Sleeper here. And Glitch, it's a lot of it is because technically it's still unfinished.
Yeah, that's why I'm mad about it. I can't really argue. I wanted it to make top 5 in my heart.
I
Like,
loved everything about it.
I
but
have not.
not that
there are
ending.
so many
We
things
have-
to do and so many ways to play this game. Oh my god, it's
We
fucking
have
wonderful.
to sit. We have to just admit here. There's a top 5, and there are 6 of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I am going to sacrifice Citizen Sleeper, and I want it to
yeah.
be remembered moving forward.
Cool.
Yeah. All right. I will also sacrifice Citizen Sleeper because.
For number 6, the second cutoff point to the thrones of heaven.
Be completely
Space.
heartless here. No, I don't give a fuck. All right, here's what I'm saying. You want your like little mind games or whatever? I will be straight up. Put Sonic Frontiers here, and I'll give up Horizon for number 5.
Mm.
I won't even argue. I will
That is
easily
an
give that up,
interesting
no
devil
question, as
deal.
long as Sonic Frontiers is one step below.
We haven't seen a
I
Devon deal
love Sonic
yet.
Frontiers. I just think Horizon is one step better.
That's our first Devil deal of the evening.
Mm.
Interesting. Well, that's your
Oh,
guys'
man.
game. I'm just gonna. You guys fucking getting.
I'm just getting either one side by side here.
Buff
You know,
Sonic.
to be fair, I would like to say something.
All right.
All right.
On the front of someone who has not played Horizon but has played Sonic, I think they both deserve a seat in the top 5, just by impact alone.
Can I ask you a question?
Go for it.
I feel like the game that feels the most sixth place to me is Signalis right now.
Interesting. Why do you say that?
Mostly because it's the one we've barely fucking talked about. at all.
Signalis is hard to talk about.
It is.
without-
Well, there's
Yeah,
only
it
one
is.
game on here we haven't even brought up a single time.
Which one?
It starts with P.
Yeah,
I
and
think,
it's gonna
I
be.
think, speaking of Pete, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
Yeah. Listen, just remember my sacrifice. Remember Hank's sacrifice.
I think Sonic Frontiers is just one step below. Let's take a look at some of the screen caps that Hank has brought up, and I can give my defense.
That's bullshit. I'm gonna just be real.
No,
No, let's
bro.
just take a look at some of this. I think it's very good, but like I think just looking at it, you can see compared to a lot of the other like either hyper realistic graphics or like stylization graphics, like a certain game that starts with P or various other things. I don't know. I just don't think it's quite there. I think it's very close. I think it's an awesome game.
Okay, but how can you honestly sit by the notion of using screen caps to make an argument against a Sonic game?
Fair. Do you want to watch some gameplay? Because I think we would be able to see which one is more.
As someone who's not involved in either,
We're
can
not-
I ask a question for Space?
What's
Hang
that?
on, real quick. If we're not bringing up videos for any other game, we're not bringing up videos for this argument. We're gonna
Yeah.
settle it with words.
Yeah, we're selling with words. Here's what I'm gonna say: Space, obviously, to Chance and Glitch and the people who played Sonic Frontiers, this game meant a lot for them. Did Horizon move you?
Say so. I really liked it. It was
No, there's a difference
extremely good.
between-
Would you say it moved you as much as the first game did?
That's a little more difficult because the first game completely came out of nowhere for me. I didn't do any like research. I just saw like some person on Reddit posted that like, oh look, when you walk through the snow, you can see the grass sticking up out of it, and I'm like, oh okay, that's neat. And then I played it, and it just fucking blew my mind. So going in with that, like of course my expectations were already really high, and it met pretty much all of those expectations.
But we're not saying on a technical or a fun level. We're saying like, okay, let's just stop. Was the story better?
How important was this game to you?
Yeah.
Well, let's look back at the list then, if we're going to go through that. How important was Signalis?
I mean, I haven't finished it, so I wouldn't know any effect that it would have on my fucking psyche. I think it's a really amazing game, like from an aesthetic and technical point of view.
Just real quick, on just speaking on my personal level, okay?
Yeah?
On each different way, these 4 games are like my perfect aesthetic, and like each and every one of them has covered like my complete fucking spectrum. So I don't even bring that argument when it comes
Just saying,
to any of it. But
for me, that is Horizon Forbidden West. You guys know how much I love giant robots. Like that shit is 100% for me. I fucking love caveman aesthetic. I love fucking Far Cry Primal because it's the closest game to give me the shit that Horizon does.
Can I say something real quick?
What's up?
And I'm gonna get booed for this, okay?
Yeah?
We're sure it's not Elden Ring right here, right?
we are sure,
It's not Elden
buddy.
Ring.
Okay.
I will freely admit that Elden Ring is better than Horizon,
There
but I
is-
will also not say that like Sonic is better than Horizon.
No fucking shot.
Okay,
that
why
Elden
don't you
Ring
want to
is
say
better.
that, Space? Why?
Because they are the two most easily comparable on here. Like, we look at things like Pentiment, Neon White, and Signalis. These are all very stylistic games that all play in their own unique way, right? Elden Ring, Horizon, and Sonic are then the more, like, traditional style of games. They don't necessarily all play the same, but they can all be easily compared to each other. And I think when you look at that, it's going to go Sonic, then Horizon, then Elden Ring.
Then Elden Ring, you say?
Yes! Yeah, I'll absolutely say Elden Ring goes above it. I think Elden Ring is better than both of those games.
No, that's not what I meant. I meant like you would put Elden Ring above Neon White or.
Oh, I can't speak for those.
No, he
but,
was
like,
talking about the
that's what-
3 ones that he could compare.
Right.
Yeah.
My bad. I lost track for a moment.
Yeah. I've said pretty much everything I think I can say. I just think that everything in Horizon is more intricate, and most of the love for Sonic is going to come from a more meta perspective in terms of like how it has affected the franchise, which I can appreciate, but we're looking at the game here.
I mean, even looking just at the game, not even from like I'm purging the fucking Sonic love from my heart for a minute. Setting this aside, even from just the game standpoint, it's really solid. It's good in motion, even on the PS4 version, which is what I'm playing on, not the next gen version. The game is super smooth, super well optimized. The level designs are good, even the worst part of the game, which is in my opinion, the cyberspace levels, the actual traditional Sonic level type things. And in my opinion, those are the weakest part, and they're still fun. They're not too hard either. Like they take a minute, 2 minutes tops to complete, like any Sonic stage. But when you're out just running in the open world with that sense of mobility, it's absurd. Like, just from that alone, like, I haven't played Horizon, so I don't know how its open world quite works, but it's just.
I mean, I'm just gonna say,
difficult to compare the two.
being
Alright,
able to fly it's tough to beat.
You turn
don't
into
get it
Supersonic for every boss fight.
You don't take it. You don't get it until the end of the game, so it's a big build up. But
Can-
it's
okay,
hard to beat that.
Can I
in terms
can
of
I ask the question? Okay,
what?
Go for it.
as a mediary to all of this,
Yes.
Space has made it clear that his stance is he doesn't care what Horizon is as long as it's, below Elden Ring and above Sonic Frontiers. I want to know from you, Chance, and from you, Glitch, where would
Yes.
you actually feel about putting Sonic
Hang on.
Frontiers?
I think it belongs in the top 5, honestly. Like,
That's what I've said.
Okay.
Like I'm pushing for it to go up a slot. Yeah, if it goes up a slot, I am willing to part with it being above Horizon.
Okay. I'm going to make a proposition, okay? So, Chance and Glitch, would you be okay with Sonic Frontiers being 5th place?
well, I mean, before we get into that, I was going to say, I know it's not, my call, but I think this is a good place for Signalis.
That's what Boss
I
said.
haven't
Yeah, that's
played
what I
enough
said
to
before.
really have a point for this. So at this high of a level, so I'm gonna back out of this one.
See,
Okay, this is where I come in now.
alright. Fuck yeah.
Because I will be a dead man before I let either of these boring ass open world pieces of garbage
Ooh.
get above
Fail.
this fucking Kino aesthetic ass survival horror perfection. By
that's
the
what
way,
I'm saying.
I just want to point out.
While you guys argue about this, I'm gonna be right back.
Again. I just want to point out. I sacrificed Vampire Survivors. I'm a good person. I'm nice.
Hank, don't
He
use
has
that
a
yet.
point.
What?
No, I'm kidding.
He has a point.
I think he's right. I think Signalis does belong above both of these games. And I think that right here at 6 and 5 is where both of them belong. And I think that Horizon belongs in 5 and Sonic belongs in 6.
You know what? Let's kind of like expand
Fuck it.
our view
Fuck it,
for
whatever.
a sec. Yeah.
Whatever.
I mean,
So
hey,
chances conceded.
they got this high. That's
Well, hang
Pretty
on.
damn good,
What
I'd
kind
say.
of game even is Pentiment?
I don't think you
Oh.
want to get into Pentiment, man.
Okay, can I propose something?
Okay, but hang on. Does it have anything like gameplay wise going on for it besides Kino aesthetic?
Yes.
That's not what I said. Pentiment was. I was saying.
Yeah,
from the
I know. I'm asking
Okay.
because I don't know.
Yes.
Yes. It has the
Pentiment?
second best writing I've seen
Okay.
in a game.
And in terms of gameplay, Pentiment is the only, bar none, the only fucking game I've seen where it actually does feel like my choices matter. I've never been so blown away by every small thing that I do having such a big consequence. It's insane. The amount of fucking depth every single thing you do is. Even just deciding.
I'm not like asking out of spite. I'm asking because I
I
genuinely don't know.
No, yeah, I get you. I'm just gushing. Like, even just deciding to talk to a few NPCs before going to your job, you're gonna get yelled at because you are fucking late because you were talking to the other NPCs. It's fucking insane. There's so much. Oh my god. Oh, Pentiment.
I just want to say, late medieval, early Renaissance, especially Germany, is like my favorite time period in history.
Wait,
To
I
read
wonder
about
why
it,
Germany is Hank's favorite.
Okay, Mister, do we want to? I mean, if we want to get into Nazis, let's talk about Signalis. But I mean, that's
okay, wait, hold up. Obsidian
Yeah.
Obsidian.
Yeah, like the Obsidian.
install.
Yeah,
I love this
yeah.
game so
I've
much.
got it
Cool.
installed. I just haven't booted it up yet, so I don't have a dog in this fight.
You know what? Since we already have 4, let me just get the rest up here.
You're used to having a million tabs. It'll be fine. You can
Yeah.
Yeah,
manage them all.
it's like old times say.
Yeah.
It's like old time.
Yeah, this was not an insult. This was a yeah. You know how to handle this.
Okay. There's all the beauties.
Speaking of beauties, hey,
I would
Gonna say that Chance, the ultimate Sonic stand, did concede.
I will
So-
say, I
To where-
as much
No
as I
take
love
backs.
Neon White, I'd be fine with
Yeah.
it being on 6 personally.
Do you really feel compelled to take this bullet for me?
do you feel compelled to take this bullet for me also?
No, I was saying my opinion. I'm not the only one deciding on Neon White. I'm just saying personally,
All right.
as much
Well,
as I
let's-
loved
let's,
it.
let's get more than glitch into this conversation. How do we all feel about Neon White then?
I love it. I'm happy if it makes top 8.
I'm
So
just
I
happy that
get
it's
where
gotten
we're
this
at.
high. Honestly,
Yeah, like it
I don't.
deserves some recognition. This high up, it's getting it. Like
I've not particularly cared about top 5 or top 10 or whatever because
but
it's
enough.
it's just a goofy game. It's a goofy thing between friends. So
But have you considered that she's perfect
have you,
and that I need her?
have you considered going to therapy?
I have. But this isn't about that right now.
Hank, I'm gonna tell you, as someone
Buy
that
the
went
game for me.
Shut
and then
up.
Maybe my
Shut up, Hank. I'm gonna tell you, as someone that went down that road, don't.
Buddy, look
Don't.
at what she's singing though. I think she's.
Hank,
I've gone
maybe
down
Neon
this
White
road.
getting 6th place would be good for you.
It's not gonna work.
Hank. We all need to make sacrifices to move forward.
Guys!
Hank, we all need to make sacrifices.
He made a sacrifice! Look at number 8!
He did make the sacrifice on Vampire
Shit.
Survivors.
Fuck.
Honestly,
you got me
I'm
there.
inclined to agree. I didn't even really like Neon White that much, but it probably belongs in top 5.
God damn it.
Can I say something objectively here?
You know
Yes.
what?
Real talk. Listen, let me finish, okay? Who in this fucking call has beat Signalis?
Fuck.
I mean, my sister and I have been playing through it. We haven't finished it, but that's because she hasn't wanted to play
God
it.
damn it. Fine, mister.
Nobody has beaten it, really?
I haven't had the time because I know it's gonna be really like I'm gonna have to dig into that, and I was a little busy until recently. So
Signalis was by the Pony Island guy, right?
No, thank God, no. It is not by Daniel Mullins. He's a piece of shit.
Didn't he release another game this year?
Yes, it was Inscription, and that game was awful.
Oh, Inscription. See, I was thinking
That
of
came out last
Inscription
year.
this whole time.
No,
Are you a madman?
no, fuck no.
It was like that
Are you
weird
stupid?
stylized shit. I was like,
Are
oh
you-
yeah,
No.
it's whatever.
It wasn't. Okay,
Just
can't
for that, I
believe
feel like
Baker's
taking back
stupid.
my offer for Signal.
I mean, here's the thing. We've beaten the rest of these. The reason I wouldn't put Citizen Sleeper high was because I didn't like the ending. Because it was so...
Which one?
all of them! It's so stupid the way it's we're not gonna get into that. It's dead now. It's
Because
fucking
there's
put
a
down.
not. Because here's the thing, I will agree with you in its placement because it's not done.
Yeah.
No, the true ending to the game's literally just not there
Yeah.
yet. I'm 100%
Yeah.
gonna say that, like flat out, it's
Okay,
not there.
But
I gotta start making dinner pretty soon. So if Neon White isn't going in sixth, then don't break the no takesies backsies rule and fucking put Sonic in there.
we weren't gonna break it. We were talking about Signalis being on 6th.
And we hadn't placed it yet. That's why we were still.
Yeah. I think it would make sense if Signalis is 6th and then it's Sonic and then Horizon. Personally, I you know,
I'm
both
fine
I
with
can
that.
agree with this.
I'm fine with that.
What's up?
Sorry, Hank. Maybe if you had beaten it.
You know what,
Damn.
Hank? This can be a fun reminder that you need to beat video games.
Say more shit. You know what? I admit that's an abuse of power. So there. Okay, we're even. We're even.
Fucking
All
giving
right,
himself the
say
name.
less shit.
Wait. At least you were fair.
All right.
I can
Okay.
respect
Okay.
that.
There. And now I'm gonna put this
Sonic,
here,
just-
and I'm gonna put
Hey, what
this
the fuck?
here. We made a deal, Mort. This was the deal. Are we not?
Yeah,
Yeah,
see,
right, fine, whatever.
All right.
it's Baker's turn, then yours, then mine, and we both agreed on this compromise.
Yeah.
So
All right.
Yeah,
Perfect.
fuck it. That's
Okay. Now,
Now the
Turn.
real meat of it. Now we go to the
Are we
other
go-
person.
My
Are we
brothers
going
in
to let
Christ.
Elden Ring win twice.
My brothers in Christ, I am ready to bleed for all three of these games.
Same.
I am.
I completely have no horse in the race anymore. I don't care about any of these.
Oh man,
I will.
I got one horse in the race,
I
and
have-
it is Pearly White.
I have one horse in this race, and that horse will fucking win.
and
My
I
brother,
heard
my
one of the
deputy.
four- one of the four.
My Sigma
You
male.
who I called brother.
Gentlemen, I have a genuine, actual question. Are we
Yes.
going to let Elden Ring take it to the top here, just like it did at the Game Awards?
No.
This is the one time I would allow a AAA game to do this.
No.
This is the
you know,
one
if
time.
any AAA is going to get it, it would be it.
Okay.
But, like,
Okay, I'm going to say something. Okay. Here's my compromise. Okay, I need to know, Hank. Pentiment or Elden Ring for you?
You're asking him to choose between his children.
I have no other way to describe. I need to describe what all three of these games mean to me on a spiritual level.
All right.
This it reignited my love for art and history. This made me want to keep living. This made me realize the power of friendship and anime again. This made me want to keep on living. This game was cool as hell. This made me want to keep on living.
me too, man.
All three of these games, I swear on my life, are 7s out of 7, and I am not taking that back. I just want to say it. I just want to say real quick, I don't want anyone to ever say 2022 is a bad year for video games again. Look at this. These are the...
Okay.
It feels like I'm tearing off bits of flesh from my
Okay.
body.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Hey, calm down.
Okay,
This
Hank.
is
Hank.
the heavy rain cutting off a
Breathe.
finger.
Okay, breathe, Hank. Okay.
Breathe.
I'm going to say something, okay?
All right, say.
I think there's only two front runners here.
Okay, okay.
I think Neon White has earned the third spot.
I would agree with that.
Cringe.
I think that's pretty fair.
Compared,
So, Bord, do you think that Neon White is better than Elden Ring?
Yeah, because you guys think it isn't.
I
Do
have
you have
not.
an actual reason, though?
No.
I have never played Neon White, so I don't have it.
Yeah, I'm fine if they're taking third. This is a bit. I'm
Okay.
all right. Now,
It hurts despite the agreement.
Oh yeah, no,
Okay.
like me too, but
Okay.
like I can.
ladies and gentlemen, Hank and Boss are quote unquote the final ones here to decide, but it's all of us.
good. Well,
This
it's
is
you
it.
two and Glitch, technically.
We have to combine our powers. Maybe
If it
we
were
can
me-
strike Hank down.
If it were me, I would go with Pentiment.
Yes.
Because this is what you were talking about, boss, how like every single little thing in that game actually means something.
Mm-hmm.
And while Elden Ring is an extremely good game,
My brother.
I think hold on. I think it's fair to say that some of the stuff in Elden Ring is kind of filler.
My brother. I will only accept push-ups for these games. I will hear no put down of either.
I will say
Let's think
this
about-
about Elden Ring. Okay,
Yeah?
Hank.
I'm here. I'm listening.
Hank,
I'm listening.
do you have any complaints about Pentiment?
I think the last act of the game.
No spoilers yet.
The last act is a fucking like it. Look, I'm just saying the last act drags a little bit of the story. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Now,
I'm not
Can you
giving
say
any
that
details.
about Elden Ring?
No, I'm one of the few people that actually likes the second half of Elden
Okay.
Ring, and I don't think. But
I am among those.
I will say this. I'm gonna ask you the same question, Hank. Hank, how do you feel? Do you have any problems with Elden Ring?
this is gonna
This video's
sound
gonna be really
it's gonna
fun.
sound so bizarre.
Mm-hmm.
This is a
It's not-
cap-free zone.
It's not Dark Souls 1.
Elaborate.
I don't know how. It's just something my heart keeps telling me.
Okay.
It's the thing that has come closest to filling that first Souls game void. It is the only
Yeah.
other Souls game that I like, to be honest.
Don't
But
you like Dark Souls 2?
okay, Dark Souls 2 is a weird relationship with me. I respect Dark Souls 2. I will say that much. I think it's a way better game than 3. I think 3 is just trash, but that's a different topic.
That's where Hank and I fight. Yeah.
I'm gonna say this. Elden
I'm
Ring,
going-
there's
no.
a lot of parts in
No.
it that are
I-
just like okay, sorry.
My mind is clear.
Yeah.
I will be 1000% honest.
Yeah.
Pentiment is the best game of 2022. And that is not an easy statement to make, but it is one I have to say due to some personal factors the story made me feel I do not wish to get into. But I do feel those, and Elden Ring, while I do love it to death, and I think its story is great, and I think a lot of its themes are great, and I think in particular the stuff relating to the Flame of Frenzy is compelling and something I can relate to. Also, it did not make me feel things the way that Pentiment did, and therefore, because games as at their forefront in my mind art is art, and art is about making you appreciate the life in some way, and in general preparing you to go forth with your life and eventually onto death. Pentiment fulfills that way more than Elden Ring did. And I think that is my final statement on the matter. And I'm
Mm.
ready to succeed with that.
Damn.
You've swayed me.
So which one are you nominating?
I'm nominating Elden Ring for it to go to second place.
All right, I agree with you.
You've
agree.
completely swayed me. That was
Yeah.
really like genuinely
Pen-
touching.
Pentiment?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like very eloquently put.
Pentiment is beyond words, guys. Like,
I
Well-
believe you,
We've decided.
Yeah.
Good job, everybody.
and it's a
Did
good
it.
thing that all of these are completely objective, and nobody
It
can ever
sure
take back anything that we
is.
said.
It sure is.
and now none of them will ever be changed. You guys got anything to say before I end the video?
Yeah, to everyone that plays Armored Core, 9-ball's not that hard, you're just not that good at the game.
Motherfucker,
I
what?
got one.
Thanks.
I got one for us in the future. When Armored Core 6 ends up being extremely disappointing, especially to the hardcore audience, just remember that I told you so.
I got one. Never give them an inch. Ever. That's for
And,
me.
Glitch, any parting words?
No, I think I'm good. I'm kind of happy with how everything turned out, honestly.
All right, and
Boss, any parting words?
Pentiment fucking won. You all suck.